I would never.
Damn.
Knock me out.
I would never. Good evening, travelers and adventurers. Welcome to tonight's episode of Roll for Your Lives. I'm not hitting anyone.
Not yet.
Hello.
Give her 5 minutes.
I wouldn't do that.
You said give her 5 minutes.
I have a new goal. I'm gonna get annoyed enough to get Winnie to hit me.
What?
Annoying enough.
I would never.
Good.
What do y'all take me for?
Yeah, literally the moment the stream goes off, she's like, I am going to hit every single one of our viewers one day.
She said that just before she hit go live.
Don't
Yeah,
say
true.
that. It's not true.
She
said
hits
and
so
Derek
much she even
too.
hits go live.
Especially Derek.
well, okay.
Oh, we kind of knew that was.
I am a victim.
I didn't fucking do anything.
I
Hey,
see it
Paper,
every
welcome.
Last night she pushed him down the stairs.
No, I didn't.
I literally have not fully recovered from that. I got a bum leg from that.
Oh
Ah.
my
Winnie is
god.
very good for her friends. She would
She-
never.
Yeah.
She pushed him down the stairs and she said, "If you tell anyone, I'll say it was an accident."
Yeah, Winnie literally keeps a baseball bat next to her bed, and anytime that she hears someone in the hallway past 8 o'clock, she comes out with it, brandishing it and saying, "Who's trotting in my den?" She smacks people with it.
When have I ever said who's trotting in my den?
She just did. There you go. She just did again.
I mean, you just proved it.
Alright, well, time to go get the bat then, I guess.
No, the Winnie hater.
No one is
We
trotting
gotta
in your
stop
den.
it.
Alright, how's everyone doing tonight? I'm tired of y'all pretending like I hit people.
She does not.
Well,
No, she's very
we're
sweet.
gonna continue this
Yeah, she
rant
is
for
very
another
good
20
now.
minutes.
I don't like this bit.
That one person that we had to later bury, that literally was an exception. It was an anomaly. It does not define her.
Right. They don't
Tired
have
of you.
neighbors for longer than 3 months. There's been a lot of mysterious disappearances in the area. But really, it could be anyone. It could be anyone at this point.
I know who it is. It's Maya Bird.
It is my bird.
She is being very nasty tonight.
Oh.
Real talk.
Real
You said
talk.
real talk, and then we're quiet.
Yes, no, it is Maya. Maya is the
Oh.
perpetrator of these crimes.
Oh, that's what he was saying.
She is the mastermind.
She is quite evil.
We are just
Looking at my
Yeah.
necklace right now.
Oh, how was y'all's day today? Let's do some small talk before we get started.
Woke up at noon.
Nice.
Lucky.
We love to see it.
I'm so exhausted.
Also, do we have a sound check?
Yes, it's good.
It's
I
good.
checked.
Okay, cool. Excellent.
But that is why
Hey,
Whoa,
thank you,
Paper! Thank you for the community gift.
Thank you.
Woo, thank you. Oh, it went to someone named Blood Elf.
No doubt.
Blood elf with a B-L-U-D.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Paper.
This man's a little spends happy tonight. Now listen, think about what you're doing.
Paper, who's taking the shot, Paper?
First one.
Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Oh, whoa, who's taking the
Oh,
shot,
what's the-
Paper?
The power is yours, Paper.
Please save Alana because she needs it.
dun dun.
Uh-oh.
Dun 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 dun.
Or
No,
does
I'm not
Paper
getting
maybe
that.
have enough for the whole?
Well, after they made me take I don't know how many shots last night, I don't know. I don't know. The DM,
Oh
come
my
on!
God.
Paper!
They have it out for you. They have it out for you.
Didn't I have enough yesterday? What is this? You know what? If I'm going down, you're all going down with me.
You've gotten
Whoa.
too
Don't,
powerful,
don't you dare
need a
redeem a
debuff.
group. Don't you dare redeem a group shot.
Oh!
You're all going down with me.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Oh.
I need to hard
I
liquor.
will chug a lot of this wine because it's in a giant glass, so I can't down it all or I'll puke. But I'll drink a lot of it.
Yeah, don't puke.
Oh, beautiful. I actually have a whiskey glass right next to me.
There you go.
Wait, was I supposed to wait? Because I just did it.
No, I'm about to down mine in a second.
Alright, I did it.
Cheers,
I will
everybody.
Also say,
Cheers.
I very much like the new Winnie.
Oh, that was Captain Morgan. Thank you. This is Winicula. Oh, that's liquor.
Alright, I have my
My
Jack
favorite
Daniels
sound of
here.
all time.
For the spooky season, this is Winicula.
I love her.
Winicula?
Winnicula.
I just got my shot. Do you guys want some shot ASMR?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, all right. Down the hatch.
What the hell just happened? Did y'all hear that?
Was that a whistle? How did you do
Oh, is that one of
Yeah.
those things where you turn it and does the slide and goes?
I think so. Or he found that audio and used it just for this moment.
That's probably what.
We need to actually
Okay,
buy
let-
him a
let me
slide
actually take a
whistle.
Oh, Winnie has to do double shot.
Wait, why do I have to do double shot? Paper!
Because
Shot,
it's
that's
the
a
group
group
one
shot.
and the U one.
No, hold on. The group one only applies to people that.
that's
It doesn't apply
everyone.
to the person that bought it.
That's not true.
Since
That
when?
is not true. We never did
No,
that.
yeah, the group shot always applies to everyone.
Chat,
It's
we're
everyone.
doing a poll right now. Do I have to take the shot?
Yeah, asking chat. You might as well just pour the shot now.
Yes, 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 yes.
The whole thing- 5 out of 6 members of the party are saying yes.
Chat.
That's what we've always done.
I vote
I
yes.
am chat, and I say it.
God.
All right, polls are closing in 3, 2, 1. Okay, and a 1-0 vote. You
Hold
have
on.
to do it.
Oh the hatch. No.
Yes.
Mariah, take the
no.
shot for her.
I can
Okay,
drink
there we
wine
go.
for
There's the
you.
poll. Do I have to take the shot?
Yes.
Wait.
Oh,
Guys. No.
Wait, where's the pool?
Where's
I-
the poll?
It's in the Twitter, not the Twitter. I'm sorry, it's in the Twitch chat.
But yeah.
Damn it, I don't have that open
Who
because I don't
said
have two
no?
screens.
fuck said
Whoever said no's on my side.
you have a Derek.
That was me.
There
It was
is
me.
Derek.
She has to DM taking multiple
It's
drinks
a
right to the face.
debuff.
Oh my God.
No. Okay, so here's the thing. Let me propose this to y'all then, since it's a 4-to-1 vote right now. I have right next to me a drink that contains cider, prosecco, and a shot of whiskey. Can I just down the rest of that instead?
I was
Yeah,
actually going to
No.
suggest give yourself a break and take the shot in like 5 minutes.
Well,
or
that's
so.
true. You do have to DM.
You know, like give yourself a
You
break.
DM'd though on like 3 shots before. We've
I'm
had
gonna
worse
start
than that.
sloshing and just be like, you guys just get the hell level 6.
Yes!
Yes.
I have personal
Oh,
DM.
Whoa,
raid.
we've got a core raid! Warforged raid! Thank you so much, Core! Welcome! We're just about to start our D&D session. We're having
Right
a debate right now about taking a shot. Paper, you voted
boy.
twice, come on! Welcome everyone! Welcome to D&D night! Shots?
Everyone,
Holy
Guys.
Shots.
Alright,
Oh,
fine.
God.
This one's going down the hatch. Cheers, everybody. Welcome to the stream.
Cheers.
Woohoo!
I'll take mine with you. All right,
I will also
down the
take
hatch
mine.
we go, babe.
I'm a bard.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Core, thank you so
Oh,
much for the
boy.
raid. Thank you so much, everyone. Oh, there's whiskey in there.
Oh boy.
Whiskey.
You're a bard.
Yeah,
You
that
have
thing
to
has
convince
drink.
others. You didn't have to do that, Paper, but you did it for me. I appreciate that.
Great work.
Shot of what? The first thing I took was a shot of Captain, and then they made me take another one. What is this? Is this Knob Creek?
That is Jack Daniels if it came from the decanter.
It came from the decanter. Okay, Jack
Oh, it's
Daniels.
Jack Daniels.
It was Sir Jack. Well, guys, while we're here, I guess let's just go ahead and get into the little bit of beforehand prep for the session. I'm going to just preface again that this week we're doing Community Day for all of our subscribers and followers out there. You're going to sleep, Core? Well, thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you so much for the raid. We love you, Core.
Good night. Sleep well.
Okay, so this week on Wednesday, the 13th, we are doing Community Day for our followers and subs. If you're not already affiliated with our Discord channel, that's where we post all these updates, and I'm just going to post it right there for y'all. So what we're going to do, it seems, this week is we had a vote. Our subscribers voted on what we're doing for the month, and we are going to be playing some Jackbox Party Pack.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, we're going to be doing a tier list of everyone's favorite chips and sodas.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna
Waiting
get
for that
bloody
one.
real fucking fast, dude.
honestly.
That is a topic of contention right there.
I know Zach and I are gonna go at each other's throats when it comes to salt and vinegar chips.
Fritos are F tier also. I will die.
We're
on that
not
hill.
starting the list right now. Now you keep
would
your
agree
chip
with that.
Maybe D.
opinions.
Maybe D. Maybe D.
But it does sound like everyone's gonna have their weapon sharpened for that.
Yeah, that
Oh,
one's
yeah.
gonna be contentious. That's almost as contentious as a fast food tier list.
I'm gonna bring out that sword I bought at the Renaissance Fair, and I will drive it through my computer if a bad opinion.
Yeah, don't spoil us with your chip opinions, though I kind of... The only reason I would ever agree Frito's an F tier is because it starts with an F.
Makes
So
much
true.
sense.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. Well, gang, is everyone ready to begin our D&D session for the week?
Yes.
All right.
Who has inspo?
Oh my god, thank you so much for reminding me. I forget every week. So last week we did a vote for our players. You guys gave our player inspiration to number 127.
Woo!
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
And then we did community inspiration over on Discord where our watchers and viewers can vote and see which other player gets inspiration for the week. And that was given to Humi.
Oh, nice.
Congratulations, numbers. Congratulations, Humi.
Thank you.
All right, gang. Zach, would you like to give us our session recap as we get started?
Yes, I was just pulling that up, actually. All right, so the party continued on the road to Balverden last session, engaging in discussion along their route and learning more about Lady Thorn as well as the First Slate observers. As night fell, the group was enveloped by a storm and relied upon a spell cast from Galloway to keep them safe from nature's wrath. At her first watch, Alvara called upon her patron, who was unaware of where she was, but had stated something else was trying to, quote, make her theirs, quote. As the night continued on, the party was racked with nightmares about their pasts, and dark memories invaded their sleep. In the morning, Alvara alarmed the party of her belief that it was a hag, prompting a brief investigation with a reduced numbers, tiny numbers, before they ultimately decided that there was not enough evidence to delay their time-sensitive journey, and that is where we left off.
Sorry for that oddly mystical music that just played. I hit the wrong fucking tune.
I thought that was perfectly.
Sometimes we like to throw a curveball, just make sure all
Yeah.
the viewers are on their...
It just started playing some like little magical shit. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, it sounded like a shampoo commercial.
A little bit. I was like, oh,
But I feel like it was kind of fitting for the description.
perhaps.
Yeah, I liked it.
So, where we last left our heroes, you guys were just starting to get packed up and ready to hit the road after a little bit of a contentious debate regarding Alvara and the rest of the party in regards to the events that had transpired that night. As everyone begins to gather up their belongings, pack up their things, and get the horses and cart ready for travel, you're just about ready to begin the day. And real quick, before we get started, I'm just going to give a shout out real quick to thank you so much for Gruta de Historias for the follow. Thank you, Fraxton, for the follow. Thank you so much, Artsy Faye, for the follow. And thank you so much, Chrisitz, for the follow. Welcome, everyone.
Yes. Happy to have you.
Welcome.
If I had mispronounced any of that, blame the two shots.
Please send hate mail. Please leave angry comments.
Stop! Stop
We
it!
encourage it.
We're gonna post our address on the Discord.
Oh my god.
God.
Give us one
No,
Please
star.
dox us.
Ew.
Please say horrible things.
You're out of line. Alright, so as we were getting ready to head out, was there anything you guys wished to do before you began the next leg of your journey?
I want to
Yes.
blow my whistle.
Whoa.
Hey.
Whoa,
Hey,
whoa,
whoa.
You know
right.
what I'm saying.
Hold on, context.
I'm going to blow the dog whistle that I have on my person. You dirty
right,
minds.
right,
Dirty
right.
minds.
Okay, so you reach into your pocket and you take out the decorated silver dog whistle that you had taken previously. If you're going to attempt, go ahead and roll a d6 for me.
Alright.
Oh, that's a beautiful die. Do you, wait, is it a
Here we
different color?
go.
Or maybe I'm just not used to the
What?
d6, but it looks really pretty.
I think it's just the light. I'm not sure.
I like that
Fine
color.
A fine color.
It's a beautiful color. You rolled a 6?
6 indeed.
Okay, so Humi, once again, you take this silver whistle to your lips and you blow them while no one else can seem to hear a sound coming from this. Wow, thank you so much for the subscriber! Woo!
Welcome, Guta.
Welcome. So as you put this whistle to your lips and blow through, no sound seems to come through for everyone else around you, but to you, what once came out during the previous time as a little bit of a jarring, jagged tune, Now, when you blow it this time, it almost comes out as just a singular, strong, soft note as it just kind of carries off through the winds. And as this note carries out, you blow for about a minute or so. You lower it, scan around the tree lines around you, and you swear out of the corner of your eye, you feel just saw something pass through the trees, like something just blinked in and out. You hear a little bit of rustling. Everyone around you, you can hear this now as a sound is coming bounding from the forest closer and closer as leaves are crunching. Does anyone turn to look? Or how would
Yeah,
you guys
we
react to
Turn
this?
to look.
Oh,
I think Avara's already on her guard from the whole thing that happened this morning, so she is absolutely turning to face whatever
Yeah.
this is.
Yeah. I
I
hear
think
a rustling. I'm a looking.
so the
I think it stands
sounds.
to reason that
Absolutely, yeah.
that
Mhm.
most of us would probably be on a little bit higher alert, considering that like there's the risk of something on our tail.
I would
Mhm.
Would
actually
we
move
notice
to
though?
protect the horses uh, during this time.
Numbers, you're still tiny. But as you all hear,
Oh.
you hear these crunching of leaves getting closer and closer as something just seems to be coming bounding through the trees, branches moving past. And eventually you see, emerging from the woods, a bit of like a shaggy shadow appear as it comes dashing forward. It seems to almost leap out of the trees and look to you all.
Oh my god! It's Shift! Fumi immediately just runs forward.
It's a
If I could-
dog.
So, Humi, you see run out of the trees before you. You see a shaggy looking gray dog that seems not worse for wear, but definitely seems like he's seen better days, and a little bit of an old, worn collar around his neck as he comes rushing forward. And he's looking around to everyone, and when he locks eyes to you, especially, given now that you've just shifted back into your changeling state, he sees you and immediately just goes dashing forward, barks going left and right, his tongue hanging out of his mouth as he just sits up to you and goes, putting his paws all over you, his muddy paws.
Oh.
Oh, it was a good.
Before you all,
Avara-
you see a shift dog.
Avara was totally ready to blast this thing that was coming out of the woods, just for the record, but as soon as she saw Humi approach, she kind of lets her guard down, but is still a little apprehensive staring at this interaction.
Would we know what a shift dog is, or some
blink
of
dog.
us?
Blink
or-
A
dog.
blink dog.
Blink dog.
You can, if you want, everyone feel free to roll history. If you are from the Feywild, roll history with advantage.
I will
Okay.
do that.
Oh, we're
Can
doing
you give
this.
a little more about the
Whoa.
appearance?
Yes.
On my dice.
So actually, Humi, would you like to describe your dog?
Well, say hello to Shift. He's just gonna go trotting out. And there we go. Alright, so Shift is kind of a dreamy purple. With a little bit of gray in his fur. And he has a dark purple gem. He has a big fluffy tail, and well, as a blink dog, he could basically teleport or blink to different areas. He has a bite attack, and he is a very good boy.
If you had to compare it to a breed, in
Mm,
Like
terms
an
of
existing
appearance,
dog breed, appearance-wise.
yeah,
like a collier, I think. No, the one that like herds animals.
Ah, Collie's heard.
So like a
Collie.
like a regular collie or like an Australian, like a
Like an
border collie.
Australian collier. Yeah.
Oh.
That's
Alana's
very
gonna get down on her
precious.
knees in
Thank you.
front of him and go, "Hi, little buddy," and see if he will approach.
So let's see these history rolls. I see for Milana we have an 18. Alvara got a flaccid 20.
It's a
Oh.
20.
Audrin got a 14, and Mina got a 19.
Checks out.
numbers didn't bother.
Numbers is just happy to be here. The Galloway's going to kind of turn to everyone at this point and go, "Oh, Humi, is this your dog? You have a dog? How did you do that?"
Humi is just like smiling ear to ear, and they're just holding their whistle like it worked. And they're just going to cuddle up next to shift.
I'm so happy for Humi. Oh my
So
God.
Valana, not Valana, I'm sorry, Alvara and Mina, you both know, being from the Feywild, that actually blink dogs, while they're uncommon as pets in the Feywild, it's not that they're unheard of, and you've definitely either heard or come across these creatures before. Typically, as trained pets, you know that these are canine creatures that are fey in nature that can blink in and out of whatever plane they are on for short stints at a time, almost in like a teleportation style. You've heard of these. They're not unfamiliar to you.
Perhaps this dog will prove useful on our quest. Is what I'll-
Useful? You are
Everything about
looking at
utility to you?
you are looking at the best blink dog in all the Witchlight Carnival.
Avara rolls her eyes, but will give a slight chuckle as well.
Audrin and Valana, you've heard stories about creatures like this that can just seem to blink in and out of the planes of existence, but you've never quite seen one or heard of one yourself, but you had heard tale of such.
And I am so excited to see one in person.
And Galloway kind of speaks up and he goes, Umi, does that mean they do tricks?
Oh my god, yeah. Okay. Humi is going to find a rock. Yes, a rock. And Humi is going to give it a big old chuck. And as they do, boom!
Actually, Humi, I'm going to say, can you please roll an animal handling check?
Of course. I'm using inspiration. Though nothing is going
Oh my
right.
god.
Okay.
Well,
So-
get him out of the way now. Get him out of the way now.
So
Oh.
you take this rock in your hand and you throw it in anticipation for Shift to go and chase after it. And for a minute, Shift just seems to run forward as he attempts to go get it, but then he stops kind of dead in his tracks and then he turns back to look at you and just goes and sits at your side. Just happy to be with you and with your company. He doesn't seem like he wants to leave your side just as yet.
Aww.
Perhaps
Humi
I-
is going
Humi.
to give him some rations as a treat.
He's looking a little malnourished, so that might do him some good.
Avara's
Say
just gonna
Humi.
say,
Yeah,
sorry,
go ahead.
Avara's just gonna say, perhaps I spoke a little too soon about his usefulness to us. Nonetheless, he is a cute dog.
I gotta tell you, homie, it's a proper uncanny reunion to be having here in the middle of the forest. Is it normal for him to come and go like that? Can we expect him to be gone by lunchtime today?
Well, it's kind of hard to say. Humi is. Oh,
Sorry,
shit.
that was me.
It's all good. I saw that happen. I was like, what? So, blink dogs are able to teleport to different areas, and they basically travel like to and fro the Fey Wilds. I hope they, he says. Humi is
He's
just gonna
a-
keep giving him treats as
If
he's
he's
talking to you.
a friend of yours, then he's a friend of mine. He can stick around as long as he likes. Isn't that right, little lad? And he's gonna get on one knee and try to pet the little pooch.
I'll say, given that Shift is just excited to be here, anyone that at this point that is attempting to give him any little pets that he will gladly accept. This guy looks like he has been a little neglected in his recent times.
Oh,
I'm going to kiss him
splendid.
forehead.
Oh, Humi, this is one interesting creature. And it's it appears quite large to me now in my miniature state. I wonder.
I'm sorry, is this Tiny Number's voice? Is this Fraction's voice?
I
not-
think
I'm
I
not
probably would
getting
have ended by now.
a normal
That's not
size.
like it doesn't last too long.
Well, hold on. What's the logistics of enlarge reduce?
It's an
I
hour,
think
I
it's
believe.
It's an
Thought it was
hour.
an hour.
Yeah. Unless you end it, if you choose to end it.
Do you choose to end it, or because it has not been an
No,
hour? You guys just
I
started
don't think it's
packing.
been. I don't think it's
No,
a
no,
full
no.
hour.
It's
I
up
think
to
it's
a
been
minute. I'm so sorry. It is up to a minute.
That's what I was saying.
Oh my god, I was way off.
Yeah. So numbers. You have gone from fractions to numbers again.
Oh. Mhm. Oh. I was about to ride that thing too in my miniature state.
You can try.
Well, not anymore. Keep too small. Someone enlarge the dog so we can ride it into battle.
Yeah.
That's sick.
If he blinked away while you were riding on him, you'd just fall on your face.
Does this dog come over to Alvara?
Yeah.
That's a good question though, Audrin. If we ride this dog while it blinks, do we go with it?
Actually, you do. The
How
dog
about that?
magically teleports along with any equipment it is wearing or carrying, up to 40 feet to an unoccupied space at sea.
So
But
Is
does the
it
person
sentient
count as
people are
equipment?
do not count
Yeah.
as equipment.
Okay.
Okay.
So if he blinks while you're on top of it, you're just gonna fall flat on your face.
But your equipment will probably go with him. So you'll be completely
You're-
naked
you're-
and on the
You're
ground.
just naked.
That's a nice little caveat.
Alvara's gonna give a gentle pat with her left hand, sort of on the top of his head before turning and moving on to the horse.
Galloway's gonna look to you all and go, "Well, so now that makes quite a few of us, and we're traveling with a pet. Speaking of travel, I had a little bit of a problem. I actually wanted to bring up to everyone before we leg this last journey.
All right.
So getting into Balradin might be a little bit of. It won't really be a problem, because I have, I'm part of Miss Thorne's employment, so I won't have issues getting in, and I'm sure I can bring you guys as well. But there still remains the fact that we're carting around a dead body. I don't really think that'll be openly accepted given the state of the nation at this moment, and also getting into Balradin in general has just been kind of harder lately since there's been a lot of migration happening from the fall of Carolam and just all other uh, residences, I guess, since people seem to be evacuating. Balradin's not under lockdown, but it's just a little harder to get in, and I'm not sure how they would feel about a dead body. So does
So,
anyone have any ideas?
I
Audrey's
do.
gonna place
Maybe
a. Oh, sorry. Go
No,
ahead,
go ahead.
Valana.
No, you.
Okay, so Audrey's gonna place a hand on his shoulder and he's gonna say, "All right, you can leave that to Big Brother Audrin. I've had my fair share of smuggling done in the past when I was a fisherman. Wager that we could probably hide her among a bit of stock if we wanted, but all else failing, we could do a little bit of smooth talking."
Would I be
Audrin.
able?
Oh, good. Sorry.
I was just gonna ask DM if minor illusion could be casted over top of the body to hide the body, maybe?
Now, let me
Or would-
think. Minor illusion, I don't think affects currently existing things. I think it just creates a 5-foot cube illusion. Am I? Hold on, let me look that up.
Like things can pass through it and everything, so you can
Okay, I
definitely
didn't know if I
layer
could
it over the
use
top
minor
of it.
illusion to create like some type of
You could make it look like the back of the
disguise.
cart has boxes in it or something.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, so
other-
no
the other
larger than a
thing-
5-foot
Useful.
cube. You could definitely make it like look on top or something, like flavor it in some kind of way to make it look like maybe some kind of like luggage or equipment.
I wish I
It-
had an
The
invisibility
only thing
spell. where
I
could
have
do-
invisibility. I don't think
Oh.
it can be cast on corpses, but I think if someone's carrying the corpse, it would be invisible.
Okay.
If it's cast on that person.
Audrin, don't
Right.
you have a bag of holding or something of that nature?
Yeah.
Oh, fancy that! I almost forgot that we had bought that.
That's right.
Technically, we wouldn't need to worry about her suffocating in there.
Galloway just kind of looks to me and goes, "You want to put the body bag in the bag of holding? You have a bag of holding?"
I'm gonna
Yeah,
look
we do.
to Audrin.
So Audrin's gonna nod a little bit, reach into his jacket a little bit, and take out the little haversack that he's got. He's gonna say, "Feel free to take a closer look if it suits you."
Galloway's just gonna kind of peek inside the bag and, out of curiosity, just kind of like reach his hand in here and there, just kind of like see if it's actually real or not. And as his whole arm seems to go through without any problem, he reaches back out and looks to you all and goes, "I mean, if you're comfortable putting a dead body in there, we could do that."
That might be our best idea yet. We don't
It
have to
would
waste
also-
any spells and
I
It
shit.
would also
mean-
protect her and prevent her from getting wet or damaged
Yeah,
in any way.
yeah.
This is true.
Just watch for the coins
Total
on the
unsanitary.
horizon. That's
If
all I
we
know.
want, we could just try going with the cart. I could just turn into Molly Menos and just say I'm trying to save my sister.
No, that's
That
the
seems
thing
like more
is,
trouble than it's worth.
yeah, because then there's a lie, well, not really a lie, but there's also the fact that corpses are kind of a topic of contention right now.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Maybe the bag of holding is our best bet.
The only thing is, out of character, the only thing is that the coins need to stay on our eyes. If they fall off, that the spell expires. So we have to be careful.
They're tied to her. They're tied to her head right now.
tied right now, right? Yeah. would
Yeah, I
say
think
still
they're
be
tied to
careful.
her face with like
Well,
a
she's-
cloth.
You don't want to like
She's wrapped
jostle
up,
the
right?
bag around and shit, or get
Yeah.
attacked.
This is true.
Because then it might
Isn't
cause
she
problems.
wrapped up so that the coins can't fall off?
Her eyes are
yeah.
wrapped with a cloth after the spell was cast, and also she is in an existing body bag right now.
She might be fine, but I would say just be careful with that regardless.
Yeah.
This is true. That's something to consider.
If someone was to
Don't convey
be
that in character.
wearing this bag of holding, or if this bag of holding was going to be on our cart, well, I guess I'll ask Galloway. Do you think they'll search all of our bags inside of them when we go into the city, or do you think they'll just do a general one-over, when looking through everything?
I don't think it's at the point yet where they're going to start searching people's persons or anything. I don't think it's that serious yet. I think they're just more concerned about the incoming of people, as people seem to be trying to take up residency. And I think Balverden, given as it's like kind of the last standing big city, might be a little bit at its cap. So I think that's the only issue. I don't think they're going to search any bags or anything.
Then I see that's good news for us. I see no issue then with placing her in the bag of holding and just laying it down in the cart. Being careful, of course.
I mean, if worst comes to worst, too, Shift can always just blink her in.
Derek, what the fuck did you just do?
Well, no, Shift can't because she is
I don't know what you're
In the
talking about.
bag?
living or
Yes.
not. She's not luggage.
What did he just
but
do?
in a bag,
Valana has to
though.
take a shot.
I do. Oh,
Oh.
who did that?
Derek.
I knew it.
I don't know who did that, but once I find out, well,
Oh my
I will
God.
pursue them for you.
DEREK.
If any
Can I-
viewers are aware, we do have rewards for redeeming a shot for 1,000 points, and then 4,000 for a group shot, meaning everybody at the table takes a shot. So
Feel
just
free
keep
to
that in mind.
turn in your gold pieces for some shot rewards.
Please turn in your gold pieces responsibly, or else we'll stop playing D&D and start playing Pass Out on the keyboard.
Derek, is it all right if I finish this glass of wine? If I chug it, is that
No.
sufficient?
I'll accept it.
All right. Thank you. Here I go.
She's not telling you. It's just only a sip of that wine.
Remember, kids, if you get your DM tipsy
No,
enough, they'll
there
just
was
give
like-
you anything you ask for.
No, there was a little less than half of it left, and it's a pretty big glass, and it's gone.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
I'm
Wow.
such a bastard.
Chaos.
Humi, I also just gave you, I don't know if you saw, but I gave you your morph of shift
Thank you.
on your person.
Also, due to it being a bag of holding as an item, I'd be able to shift. Well, I'm sorry, shift to be able to blink the bag of holding, right? And its contents.
That counts as equipment, so yes, Blink would be able to blink. Shift would be able to blink with the bag of holding.
Hell yeah. Shift would be able to blink with the bag of holding, yes.
Now, whether or not you trust him to come back with it is a whole nother story, but
He just disappears. Okay, well,
he fucking takes off with it. Alright.
Are we ready to head out? Alvara's gonna ask.
I think
I'm
so.
keen to get
Now
the
that
old
we've
legs working.
so have we've officially decided that that's what we're going to do with Miss Donnie's body is the bag of holding.
Galloway
feel like
speaks up and he goes, if that's what you guys think would be best and would be the easiest to get access into the city, I don't really see anything wrong with it as long as just like as Miss Alvara said, as everything remains fine for the spell. However, I ask that I not be the one to touch the body.
I can do it if nobody else wants to, but I'd like to make sure our entire group is comfortable. Anybody who's for it, just say aye.
I'm
I
I think
So that's
everybody's.
3. You said everybody?
uh,
Thank you, Sweet.
Better off
All
asking
right.
if anyone's opposed to.
Balana will, I guess. Is the bag of holding on Audrin, or is it in the cart?
It's on Audrin, I think, right?
So,
well, I had just given it to Galloway to inspect, unless if he had returned it, it's.
Oh, true. Well, he would have handed it back to you. I was under the assumption you were
Alright.
like holding it in your hand.
I guess I will walk up to Audrin and say, do you mind giving me a hand with the body?
Sure thing, lass. I'm not shy about these things. Let's take care of it then.
Thank you kindly. And I guess
Mhm.
we put her very carefully in the bag while in the cart.
So you
Yeah.
two work together and you slide Ms. Donnie's body bag bound corpse into the bag of holding, and she easily enough fits right in and just kind of. You don't really see her land, but you can safely assume that she is nested in whatever bottom of this bag may be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's sorted for.
Well, are you guys ready to leg it over to Balradin?
Just one more thing. Now I'm ready.
Oh,
Yippee!
right, of course. Anyway, shall we be off then?
Off and
Yeah.
away then.
Avara's gonna mount a horse, whatever one's near.
Okay.
Really good
Galloway's just gonna mount his original horse as planned. So for this last leg of journey, just as a reminder, about 10 minutes away, there is a caravan incoming to you guys that you were going to pass. Who are the two people that are going to helm the last leg of the expedition?
think Audrey and I.
Yeah, that seems to be the winning combo.
Been
All right.
waiting.
So, Audrin and Numbers, for the last leg of this journey, can I ask one of you to roll survival and one of you to roll perception?
Dibs on perception.
Quentin's in the house.
May I help
Hey
with
there,
the survival
Quentin.
roll?
You may help with the survival roll.
Cool.
Can I
Boy,
Is that
howdy.
Oh shit!
wait? You can. What does that mean? What does that mean? Help? Like we get advantage?
You get advantage.
Cool. I'm on my laptop, so the in-game thingies aren't going to work. So I'd stick to this.
Okay, so one's
So
a
it's
3 and
9
one's a
plus
9.
6 is 15 total.
15? Okay. So 15 for survival and a 26 for perception? Okay.
Hot dog.
Okay, so everyone mounts up on their horses, those who are traveling by horse, and the rest, you get the cart ready and saddled and ready to go, and you begin on your last bit of journey towards the city of Balradin. And as you're traveling...
I was just gonna say we were close to another caravan too, right?
You were. It's about before, like when you guys before you even started all of this, at the end of last session, while you were all discussing the prospect of what had happened the night before, Mina confirmed that there is a caravan about 10 minutes away from you guys. I imagine about 5 or 6 minutes or so into
5
your journey,
minutes.
you're going to pass right by them.
Got it.
So,
Thanks.
you all mount up and you get ready to go on this overcast, kind of cloudy day, the remnants of the storm from the night before passing through. You load up and you begin to move out. And as you do so, I'm going to say a little longer, maybe about 7 or 8 minutes into your journey, you finally catch eyesight of that caravan that Mina had spoken of before. There's actually 2 wagons that seem to be moving at a faster speed past you guys.
Oh.
What are you guys
Alright.
doing?
Are they? What do they look like? Do they look concerned? Do they look like they're just trying to move at a quick pace? Like, what's their expression?
Roll a perception check because they're still just a little bit
Sure.
away from you.
Can I use my perception
We
check
all?
that I used at point?
You can. And anyone
Aha.
that's trying to get a glimpse of these travelers, roll perception for me.
Okay.
Alright, that was a 26 for me then.
Yeah, you're helming the journey, so I'm just using your perception roll for you in general.
That's a 15 for Elvira.
Okay.
Did my roll go for
22.
winter? Because
Let
I'm
me
not
see.
seeing my dice.
I have a Valana perception. I see it.
Okay. Well,
You
I don't know
rolled
what it is.
you rolled a 3.
All right. Oh, I see it. There we go. Thank you. I know nothing. I didn't even know there's people up there.
Oh, natural 20 on
Ooh.
Mina.
Wow. Good shit.
Wow.
Not a flaccid, but a natural 20. If it,
Blessed.
I don't
Me is
know.
in the
I don't know why we're still saying flaccid 20. It's something.
Because
It's
it's
gross.
good.
It's
You,
I think it's
design,
kinda
you
just-
designed an emote for it. It's too late.
Can I get some flacids in the chat?
No.
Oh,
we can't escape them
Yeah.
at this point.
This is all Mina's fault. They're the one that
Andrew
said
did
flaccid
this
20.
to us. Andrew did this to us. I prefer dirty 20, and this fucker did
I think they call that nasty Christmas.
I personally love the flaccid 20, and I love Andrew for bringing it up so many times. Because
We used to just call it a soft 20, but now we have flaccid 20. So does a natural 20, again, I'm going to propose, does that make it an erect 20?
No.
No, for fuck's sake, we've had
Do
enough
this
of the.
to us.
Let's make it alliterative. A turgid one.
The turgid I can get behind.
No, you should not get
More
behind
like it can get in your behind.
Oh. Ew. Okay. So, I almost said Wuzzard because that's your fucking Tailspire name. Audrin, remind me numbers. What's your modifier for perception?
It's 3.
3. Okay, so that puts you at 22. Okay, so numbers, Audrin, and Mina, I'm gonna do you separate since you're a natural 20. So Audrin and Numbers, as you two are helming this charge, as you are going forward on the pathway, you see these two caravans beginning to approach, and you can see from this distance, though they're a bit far, the people that are traveling with them, it's a group of human travelers from what you can tell, but they look haggard. They look like they have been non-stop traveling. They look a little worn, a little upset, a little annoyed. And Mina, with your keen eyes, as you fly a little bit above the party, attempting to help guide everyone through, you see that there is one particular traveler. There is an adult woman, humanoid, and she is sitting with a younger child, and she appears to be in a little bit of a heated discussion with this child, and she looks a little bit at her wits' end and quite distressed as they are traveling at fast speeds towards you guys.
Does it look like they're trying to get away from something, or
They look like they're in a
Is
little
there-
bit of a mad dash to wherever it
Okay.
is that they're going.
Pumi is going to kind of.
guys, we might want to take a step to the side of the road. I don't know if they'll stop just because we're in their way. They seem a little distracted.
What did the rest of us notice? DM.
Oh, those of you that okay. So I have a 15 for Alvara. I don't have anything for Humi.
Humi is ducking. That's why.
Right. And I have a 5 for Valana. So the rest of everybody, you do see these two caravans beginning to approach, but you don't seem to be able to make out much details about the travelers themselves that are coming by. They kind of look humanoid from this distance. The caravan is traveling at a bit of a brisk pace, but other than that, you can't really tell anything about them.
With a 15?
So the 15.
Same as a 5. I feel like it was done dirty. Alright, Alvara's just gonna heed Mina's advice then and kind of trot off towards the side of the path, slightly with her horse. I don't think she's gonna get off the road, but I think she'll maneuver to the side slightly.
I'll follow Alvara and listen to Mina as well.
Why are we getting out of the way? Don't we want to stop them?
And for
Not
what
Slow 'em down.
purpose?
Not especially, I suppose.
Yeah, we don't really
For
have
what purpose? Didn't you say there were hags nearby? They could know a thing or two. Maybe they're running from hags.
I'm sure we'll have an opportunity to say something in passing
Well,
as
we
they
never
walk by
figured
us.
we never figured out if there actually were hags. That was just a theory, but we
I'm
decided
just
to not worry about it.
I'm just giving reasons to talk to these people, or are we just letting them pass by?
No,
We
we'll
still let them
definitely
pass
talk.
Galloway kind of speaks up, and well, Audrey, you notice that he's kind of sticking to your side a little bit. Whether or not he's found some kind of kinship with you, or maybe it's just because you stuck up for him when Alvara had a little outburst earlier. He's kind of sticking by your side a little bit on his horse, but he speaks up and he goes, "I think Numbers has a good point. If you folk feel like you had some kind of negative experience in the night, maybe it'd be worth to get some answers for you guys. I mean, I
The
feel
fair
bad.
point, that. I mean, these woods are clearly treacherous in one way or another, and since we're so close to the town already, figure, what's 10 more minutes, and I'm sure they won't mind either.
Let's give it a go.
Okay.
Like I said, Alvara fully intends to still talk with them, but she's not going to stop them.
Boomy is just ducking with Shift in the back of the wagon. They don't want to be seen.
Shift is indeed sitting in the wagon with you.
Yay!
He sits there and he just kind of has his mouth hanging open, just kind of breathing and panting, looking all around, taking in this forest setting with him. He looks like he's been a little lost.
Oh,
Are we walking or are we stopped?
You are
We're
still
on horse.
walking, and at this point, I'm going to say you guys are about to pass by this caravan as they're coming almost right next to you at this point.
Okay, Audrey's gonna try to raise a hand and hail them.
One of the people helming one of the caravans notices you and has a moment of hesitation. Roll persuasion, actually, for this. Roll
All right.
persuasion to get them to stop.
Okay, persuasion. What am I
Someone can help him if you wish. If you wish to kind of
I'd like
aid.
to. Yeah, I'd like to flag him down as well.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
No,
Holy shit,
no,
25. Well, you're rolling with advantage because Numbers is helping you.
Why not? Give me that nat 20. Oh, well,
Okay.
we'll take the 25.
So with a 25,
He's
you
putting
and
on his best winning smile, and he's just gonna be like, "Hang a minute there, friend."
okay, and as you speak up and kind of raise your hand, and Numbers is right next to you as well, kind of just smiling and waving to these people as well.
I'm like pointing at Audrey. Like my hands are in the air, like pointing down at this guy.
Like, hey, look at this guy. All
He's gonna
right.
do a little pirate jig to get their attention.
Oh, a pirate jig. So you admitted then.
Why not?
I think you mean a sailor jig.
A sailor's jig. Frequently mistaken for, but not the same. Not the same.
How many in the chat think Godrin's a pirate? Raise your hand.
No, no.
It's just a question of whether he wants to admit it.
Okay, no, he said he's good at smuggling from fishing days. That
Yeah,
was
well,
fishy.
Smuggling
Fishy.
and piracy are not the same thing. And also, look, a long jacket doesn't mean he's had a life of piracy. You guys don't know that. You don't know.
So, as you guys begin to pass by this caravan, the first caravan that's passing by, the human that is helming this travel, seems to almost want to disregard you guys at first, but seeing both Audrin and Numbers kind of making gestures at them, they begin to come to a slow, and these two caravans that are approaching stop side by side amongst you guys. There seems to be about 5 or 6 humans amongst these caravans that you can at least see immediately.
Okay. Arjun's gonna pipe up a little bit, and he's gonna say, "Pardon me there. Don't mean to be taking up too much of your time, but roads have been a little bit treacherous for us. Wanted to see how they were faring for you folk."
At this point, the human female, the one that you had seen before, Mina, that was fussing with their child, actually speaks up. She was sitting in the back previously, but seeing the trouble and she has a look of concern in her face, she kind of steps out from the one caravan she was traveling upon and looks to you guys. And looks to you all, and she's in about a middle-aged human woman. She looks a bit haggard. She has sandy blonde hair, definitely some bags under her eyes. Looks a bit not worse for wear, I would say, but definitely exhausted.
Okay.
And she looks to you all and she says, "Is there something I can help you with? Are you looking for directions or something?
I recognize that tongue anywhere. Emerus folk, is that right?
Uh, my family originated from Emerus, but been living in Balverden all my life, well, until now. So what can I help you with? The
Oh,
family
that
and I.
is a pleasure to hear, lass. A pleasure to hear. Won't keep you long, none of that. I was just questioning. We're heading towards Bowerden proper now, as a matter of fact. Was wondering if you could tell us about conditions on the road.
Well, if I were you, um, definitely don't stop. Whatever you're doing today. Just keep straight and true, and you'll make it there to Bulverden in no time. Things have just gotten worse for wear, and it just keep your eye out, please. It just doesn't feel quite safe anymore. And at
Like he's
this
just kind
point,
of. Oh, go
I'm
ahead. Go
sorry. Go
ahead.
ahead.
So Arjun's just kind of like subtly a little bit, like not. He's gonna make it real casual. Like he's just kind of like um, getting a little more comfortable. He's gonna stand in front of their caravan a little bit, just to kind of be between them and their way out, because he wants some more answers.
Okay. And
And
as
then
you, I'm sorry. Keep going.
he's going to be like, "Don't suppose you could give me a few more details?"
Well, what kind of details are you looking for? I'm not sure what else I could be helping you with at this point,
I
lad.
well, okay. I'll settle for basic details of what dangers we can expect on the road.
I'll tell you this much: the farther you go up north, like you're doing, so the more likely you are to run into dangers. All sorts of creatures and madness have been coming from all sorts of areas of the north, and with that of the undead seeming to be rising out of nowhere, definitely be keeping your wits about you. And at this point, the child that she has been traveling with, it seems to be a young boy of about maybe 5 or 6. Same kind of sandy hair that the mother seems to have, is looking around and he goes, "But mom, what about grandma?" And she turns to him and goes, "Son, how many times have I got to tell you? Grandma's not here anymore."
Okay, Arjun's
This is so
"But I
sad.
saw her, Mom. I did," he says.
Alvara's
oh
gonna look at all of them, because she's up towards the front too, and just say, let's sort of scan all of them, but then at the end of the sentence, fix her eyes on the child and go, "Have any of you had any nightmares lately?"
The mom's then gonna look to you and she goes, "There's nightmares for days, as far as this is concerned. This whole situation itself is a nightmare, and it never seems to end."
I mean, while you're sleeping.
Well, of course. What else can you expect from us? Why, have
Is
you
that
got an interest in nightmares?
I do, in fact. Is that a sentiment shared among everyone here? And she's gonna look towards the others.
I don't believe that's much of your concern, and our dreams are just our own that we have to deal with at night and grapple with just like anyone else. Does this aid you in your travels?
I'm begging your
No,
pardon. Oh, go ahead,
oh,
numbers.
thank you. You said you were going to Balraden. We're on our way there ourselves. Great city, great city. What's your favorite entrance to the city? You know, the most private one, where you could potentially sneak in easily.
Oh, that's very subtle.
Oh,
Alright.
roll. Can you roll persuasion for me on that one?
I
Vara
sure
shakes her head in her
can.
Can I
It,
help him with that? I'm just gonna pipe in and be like, but for those of us, some of us here are first timers. We're just looking for the most scenic route. So maybe, yeah, if you could, give us some details of those sorts, uh, in order to give him the an advantage.
All right. Numbers. Roll persuasion with advantage, please.
well, this is a -1, by the way.
Oh my god! You keep your mouth shut.
Oh.
Oh.
So it's a 13 at total.
So with a 13, I'll say she looks to you and kind of quirks a brow a bit, and she goes, "I guess you're looking for a more scenic route. We're actually leaving Bulverden. It's where we've grown our lives up until this point, but this place is no longer safe and fit for a family. Um, if you're looking for an easier time into the city, I recommend taking in the entrance to oh, what would be better for a first timer? Um, she kind of thinks to herself for a minute, and she goes, "You know what? You lot seem like you would be an easy fit for entering into the mercantile ward. Lots of people enter there for lots of trade purposes, and you all look like you could do you could pass for some different fishermen and traders and whatnot.
Well,
Hmm.
you've spotted me true. I gotta give it to you. Don't mean to trouble you any more than we already have, but one last thing. And he leans in a little bit and whispers between her and her child, and he's gonna be like, "Have you seen any strange folk around this particular road? Older women or ghastly sorts?"
At this point, the younger boy speaks up once more, before the mom can even make a move, and he goes, "I saw Grandma. I did. I
All right
seen her
then.
myself, and we're
All
leaving
right then.
without her."
Is he saying this loudly? Like, can we all hear
He is
it?
like this
I
is
don't
this is
know
like a
where
small
everybody is,
child.
but
He
like
has no sense of
two. Okay,
subtlety. He's shouting.
got it. Got it. Good. Okay, good.
Cool.
Alvara's eyes widen at that sentiment.
All right. Where did you see your grandma, lad?
The mom kind of interrupts at this point, and she goes, "You'll have to forgive my son here. He doesn't know what he speaks of. I think
I
he
do
saw
it.
his grandma in his dreams, and his grandma's been passed for quite some time. She's not with us anymore, if you catch my drift, and I just think the little lad's been maybe seeing some dreams."
I'd like to hear what perhaps he has to say, regardless of whether it's true or not. And Alvara's gonna gesture for the little kid to continue, if you will.
"But mom, I saw him. But mom, I saw her. I did. She was in the trees." "Son, that's preposterous. What would your grandma be doing in the trees?"
How far up the road did you see your grandma, son?
Kind of thinks for a minute, and he goes, "Well, sometime during the night. We've been traveling all night, it seems. I don't remember." And the mom speaks up and goes, "I swear to this to you all, it was just a dream. The lad's been drifting off in and out throughout the night, and we've been traveling non-stop since nightfall through Balverden, out here proper. Now
That
please, if
makes
there's anything else I can help you with, we'll be on our way."
Speaking for myself, I think you've answered plenty. And you're a good lad, you. And he points to he gives like a little nod of his head to the younger boy as he kind of steps out of the way of the carriage and he says, "Safe passage."
He gives you a shy smile, and the lady kind of nods to you all and goes, "Please, take care and safe travels, and good luck to you all." As the rest of the caravans seem to resume their travel and ride on past you guys at the same quick pace that they had as they arrived.
As they pass, Alvara's just gonna say to the mother and the kid, our dreams might often have more answers than we may know. And then continue onward.
He smiles to you and goes, "Don't worry, I know what's real. She gave me a gift after all." And at that point, as you hear that, there's like driving past at this point.
No,
What?
no,
Oh
wait,
God!
come on!
Oh
wait a
no!
minute, wait a minute!
Stop that caravan!
Are they too
Not
far
good.
gone?
They are
Let's
too
shoot
far
it.
gone at
We
this
have to
point.
shoot out the tires.
Fuck!
Are we gonna chase them?
No, I'm not. Alvara's not.
They might be doomed.
They might be, yeah. Are we gonna go after them, or are we gonna let them potentially go to their doom?
We should leave them be and see if we can, if we
Oh,
happen
no,
to
they're
see-
doomed.
I mean, if there might have been like some sort of mark that the hag gave.
We don't know if it's a hag. Alvara's got her suspicions.
Right,
The rest
no,
didn't
it's-
believe Alvara.
It's just an old woman in the trees. Yeah, like
You
alright.
didn't
How many old women in the trees
You
can there
didn't
be, though?
fucking believe.
It wasn't a lack of belief. It was a matter of like we have other things to do right now.
I know.
Plus, no evidence, but this is a little more evidence. But I don't know if it's worth running after these people. I mean, we don't even. I don't know.
The one was a potential fight that, like, wouldn't kill anyone. This might be life or death, though.
If this discussion's happening, they're just.
I was gonna say, at this point, it's too
Yeah,
late. They've
that's-
driven
that's
far
too
past
late.
you guys at this point,
Alvara's
as you
just
guys sit
gonna-
here talking.
Alvara keeps meandering on with a little chuckle and is scanning the tree lines as she rides. Sorry.
Message. Can I cast message to the little boy? Are they within 120 feet or are they further?
At this point, they've gone further than 120
Oh.
feet. You'd need the
Okay.
sending spell at this point.
Yeah. Damn it. All right.
But that's a good idea.
I was gonna ask him, what did she give you? Oh,
Okay.
Right.
Well, I mean, best we can do is if we see it, we kill her, and that way she won't go after them. Unless it's a cursed object. of some
Galloway
kind.
looks at you all and goes, well, that was something. Are you guys ready to continue? I'm ready to take you to Balverden. Oh, Andy? Andrew?
Andrew.
Avara's been sort of.
Andrew, come back.
Mina?
Sort of... Are you there? Oh, there you are. All right.
Mina is back.
There you go. Avara has been like kind of trotting on ever since that caravan passed, so she's probably out of earshot of Galloway asking if they want to continue on. She's probably a couple dozen feet ahead at this point.
So it'd be like 30 feet ahead.
Yeah, she's not like fully galloping, but she's just trotting with the horse.
Just
like-
kind of walking
like,
along.
Our mission is done with these people. Let's keep moving.
Okay.
It's like what's not being said, but
So, as you guys resume your journey, you pick back up with your horses and keep a move on after having this conversation with this passing caravan. We're going to take a 10-minute break.
All right.
All right, guys,
We'll
it's
be
time for a
back.
snack break, pee break, smoke break, whatever it is you got to do, go do it. And
Coffee break.
our coffee break, even. It's Andrew, it is 8 o'clock.
It's time for coffee.
Oh my god.
Coffee.
There's
Okay.
no such thing as too much coffee.
Well, whatever it is y'all want to do, you got 10 minutes to do it. And I'm going to sit here and I'm going to chat with our chat. Hey guys, thank you so much, Rexu Futaba, for the follow. Welcome. Thank you so much, everyone. Welcome to D&D night. We got a lot of great stuff here tonight. We've had shots redeemed, we've had subs,
Oh,
we've had
speaking
follows.
of which, for
Don't.
those of you that are still here, so sorry to do it.
Derek, what are you doing? There's no way you have enough gold coins.
I'm rolling in it.
You have
I'm so
1,000 gold
fabulously-
pieces?
I'm so fabulously wealthy.
Oh, who's taking the shot?
I'm going to demand that Elvira take the shot.
You're gonna have to do that when they come back.
Splendid. 10 minutes down the line.
Also, I see
BRB.
Quentin's here. Hey, Quentin. Welcome. Everyone has gone BRB, but I'm here to chat with you guys. How's everyone doing today? How y'all doing? How's your day been? Let's talk about it. Hello, hello, Quentin. Oh, I hope everyone's doing well this evening. I see we've got some people joining here in the Discord server. Welcome y'all to the Discord. You're finally over COVID part 4? Thank goodness. How you feeling? I've only had COVID once since the pandemic started, and I'm honestly really not looking to get it again. That was very miserable. But I saw there was a spike in it again, so that's, concerning. Feeling great now? I'm glad to hear it. We love to see it. Now you can hunt for a new D&D group? There you go. What's your favorite class to play? I almost said crass, but that's not right.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Humi.
So how's the chat doing?
Chat's doing good. Quentin got over COVID.
Heyo, congrats.
Still haven't forgotten that they made me take like 2 or 3 shots yesterday. Quentin! You love barbarians? Very unique RP? I agree. Barbarians are a great class to play. Sometimes they get slept on. They have so many different fun subclasses, too.
This is the general question for the chat. What's your next character idea?
Ooh. I talked about this a little bit when we met up over the weekend, but What I would love to do next in a campaign is some kind of Ganassi monk.
Ooh, okay. Nice, nice.
I think that could be super fun.
I think I was gonna go with a druid finally.
Oh my god, druids are so fun.
Honestly, like Mina's been like amazing as a druid, so like I kind of want to give it a shot. Especially also because Baldur's Gate too.
Circle of Stars druid is fucking busted, especially for healing.
Okay, a Conjury Wizard Harengon. Ooh, I like
Chronergy
it.
Wizard Harengon. Oh, that's so fun!
Ooh, I've played a sorcerer, and like honestly, it was so much fun. Magic users are good.
Ever played a wizard? I've technically never played a wizard either, and honestly, Galloway right here, Galloway Grimm, this little tiefling boy, he is my excuse to like dip my hands into wizard and finally learn like what that class is and how to like play it. Honestly, like I might even just use Galloway as a campaign character at some point.
Oh, fun!
I think that could be fun. He's ready to go.
Oh.
He's a School of Illusions wizard.
Okay.
At least
Whoa.
in this campaign. Ah ha ha.
I think we have a good level of sneakiness in our group.
Y'all have good stealth, you have good sleight of hand, and seemingly persuasion.
Yeah.
Not
Oh
me.
yeah, persuasion is a forte of mine.
Oof.
Not me.
Man, wait until Alvara gets back and sees that they have to take a shot.
I literally just got back.
Well, you have to take a shot.
Oh.
Who did it?
Yeah, we don't know, but
Yeah, I
take a
saw your.
shot.
Since others are here, I'll be right back.
Ah, you bastard! You bastard! You know
Oh.
what? Hold on.
Okay. Well, first, what are you drinking tonight?
For the shots, it's Jack Daniels. I'm taking you with me, Derek.
Oh, which
You're
is
gonna be
great.
hanging
I
out. You're
literally,
gonna fucking take one too.
I literally poured one and left it on my nightstand for just such an occasion. I have
I know.
some
I
knob,
had one pre-poured already.
the last of the Knob Creek.
Ooh.
All right.
What's your
Cheers.
favorite, Derek?
That is, I love it.
Dales.
Cheers. Ooh, that's nice.
So I presented this question to the chat before. What's your next character idea?
My next character will be a Kronergy Wizard Harangon. Huh?
So like a bunny wizard.
Ah.
I'm sure
Oh,
you
yeah,
have
the
Winnie's
Harangon,
stamp of
yeah.
approval.
I actually have an interesting. I think it's interesting. It's probably not really, but character idea of this like sort of foppish.
You're really
noble...
selling.
Yeah, I know, right? This
Popish,
sort
go,
of
go on.
foppish nobleman who like is part of a noble family, like a small barony, but like nobility nonetheless, so noble background. And they have a bunch of siblings, basically.
I just got
And
back
their
from the bathroom and y'all are talking about the foppish lord.
No,
Hold
no,
on,
I'm
hold
talking
on.
about my character idea.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
Sort of like this. This was predated the foppish.
I also
lord
have a
thing.
character
Inside
idea.
joke. So basically, like the idea is this, like sort of like lethargic lord. He has several siblings who are all kind of like pretty lethargic too, except for the heir, who's like this great, like kind of like clear number one successor to the barony. But then he dies in like a unfortunate accident or something, and the father, who's already old, is the baron. Is basically like, I'm not gonna just choose it in succession order. I'm gonna name an heir. Like all of you are eligible. Go out and try to like, you know, prove to me that you're worthy because you're all basically entitled and just living off my wealth right now. So he casts out him and his siblings, and it turns into like this sort of like thing where he's like this inept fuck who tries to become like a powerful warrior for the family name and like competing with his siblings. So there's maybe like interplay with them coming in and like a little bit of a rivalry. So it's kind of like the lazy lord turned. a warrior hero.
Maybe
But
it's like
that's the idea.
you could have them be like an artificer, where it's like everything that's unique to their character is something they bought, like an enchanted item, like type stuff. And my next
I
character
like
really
is
that.
want
a,
a fighter though.
my next character is going to be a big round goblin.
You're
I love
lying.
it.
You're fucking. He's lying.
So it's gonna be the
He's
big ass
doing-
goblin to the foppish
He's
lord.
fucking
A
doing
foppish.
an inside joke among the
Nobody knows what big ass goblin and foppish lord means.
That's what
That's
I'm
the snicker.
explaining.
I will
It's
pay
an
top
inside
dollar if
joke.
someone will take care of that big ass goblin.
My lord. No, we have fun here.
We have fun at this office.
Quentin
Yeah,
says
we have
they already have a portrait for their Herringon that they want to play, and they're gonna put it in the Discord.
I
Whoa.
want to see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
let's
better put
see
it in the
it.
Discord.
You should put it in the disc.
Let's see it.
Matter-
My next character ID in the chat.
Oh my god, I see it right now. Oh, it's so cute.
Let me look. Let me look.
Artwork.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yeah, in the artwork tab.
Aw, He looks like a very
Gentleman.
sleepy little bunny.
Aw, I love it. Oh my god, so
Ah.
cute.
Where's
So
our
proper. So dapper.
I fucking love Herringon. I wanna scruff his little ears.
Humi, you want to play the Circle of the Primeval? I've never heard of that.
So it's literally a druid that changes into dinosaurs.
Into dinosaurs?
Why did
Yeah.
you whisper that?
It was fun.
You
'Cause
can't
it's
take
forbidden.
dinosaurs out loud anymore. This
Uh-huh.
isn't 2000 Jurassic Park.
We've
not want them
spared
to
no
hear you?
expense.
Isn't that actually in 1993? Holy shit.
Yeah.
The CGI really
Restored
holds up.
Conduit, Titanic Bond, Revenge of the
Alright.
Ancients.
It's
fucking Mega.
animatronics, not CGI.
Well, it's a little bit of
Practical
both.
effects, baby. Yeah,
no,
yeah, there
no,
was
no.
some. I just watched that with my partner the other day.
I've been
It's
meaning
the
to
first
rewatch that
time.
myself.
What, Jurassic Park?
Wait, for the first time? You
Yeah.
saw it for the first time?
No, I've seen it. I have the DVD box set, but it was her first.
Oh, okay. I
Oh
was gonna
shit,
say.
that's
I've-
pretty
She like
serious
it?
stuff.
Yeah, she loved it. Her
When I-
jaw was on the
My
floor.
girlfriend watches it probably 2 to 3 times a month.
I
I'm
was
not
gonna
even
say, like when I
exaggerating.
was a kid, I was like a dinosaur kid. That was my obsession. So I've literally seen the first Jurassic Park like probably a triple digits amount of times. Okay,
We
maybe
love
that's an
dinosaur
exaggeration.
My
kids.
girlfriend's the same way.
Dozens of times.
She watches it like a shit ton, even to
When
this
I
day.
when I explained the meaning of the seatbelt scene, like toward the beginning of the movie to her, she was like,
It's generally very good. The book is much more of like a horror setting. Like it's like the movie's a bit actiony, but the book is fucking like a full-on
Oh,
horror.
but the author's edition, they have like a really expensive one, and it's cool because they actually have like bits of like chameleon DNA, scuttlefish DNA, like throughout the book. Like it's like bioinformatics stuff, and it's like just the DNA code sequence basically, and like it's really cool because it's like in depth and like actually accurate.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really interesting to see it like how the depictions of certain dinosaurs changed throughout the Jurassic Park like sequels like Runline, especially like if you compare it to like modern scientific interpretations of certain dinosaurs. It's amazing to see how quickly that area of science progressed.
So before we get too into the Jurassic Park discussion,
Oh, sorry, yeah, I went off the rails there.
are y'all ready to resume D&D? Let's get a roll call. Audrin.
I'm not ready. I want to keep talking about fucking
Yeah, this
dinos.
is-
No
"This is now
dinos!
What is everyone's
a
favorite
Jurassic
dinosaur?"
Park stream.
We need to have a dinosaur tier list.
I agree.
Dinosaur tier list.
Dinosaur
yeah.
tier
And then we
list.
fight dinosaurs in D&D.
You want to play a water-based campaign so you have an excuse to play a Simic hybrid?
Oh, that sounds
Ooh.
pretty cool.
Oh, that is cool.
I imagine it must be really cool to play a Simic hybrid. I mean, I don't know anyone that does, but like I've
I
heard that
don't
it's
know
really,
anyone.
really, really fun.
Can't
Yeah, I
think of
don't know
you.
anyone that
No,
has a
yeah,
Simic
yeah.
hybrid off the top of my head,
You'd
but they
need
seem
to be
cool.
off your rocker to play one. Like you'd
Yeah,
be
I don't
crazy.
know.
I'm
who
glad
would
I
play
don't
a
know anyone
Simic
like
Yeah.
hybrid, bro.
that. Yeah.
That's kind of wild. That's like a red flag.
Yeah.
Never heard of anyone that kind of stinks like seawater all the time, you know?
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh.
All
We
out.
didn't go that low.
Yeah, Woody out here.
She said this man's stinky.
What? He's kind of briny. I don't know what to tell you.
He's pickled.
God.
Ew.
Ew.
His pickle is pickled.
Oh God.
Ah, shut up!
Good lord. All right, we
All
ready
right,
to
roll
resume?
call. Audrin,
Aye, Lord.
Alvara,
Hi, me lord.
Valana.
Oh,
Valana?
Mulan.
Present.
Oh.
Bueller.
Humi.
Here.
Nina. Oh, that was something. Numbers.
You know what? I was saving for a group shot, but
Yeah.
fuck it. Valana, take a shot. That was too meek. That was too
Oh
meek
my
of a
God.
reply. That was too meek of a reply, Valana.
All right, we have a shot
You
redeemed.
Hey, yo, whoa.
invested Valana. I'm gonna type it out too, just so there's no mistake.
All right, we have a shot redeem in the chat from our own Alvara.
Rylan
Oh,
redeemed
lucky
2.
that
I
it's
gotta
still
redeem 2
alcohol.
also. I gotta redeem 2. I'm just saying.
There you go.
My
All is
goodness.
square in the
Let's do it
universe.
together, Alvara. Ready?
No.
What?
I already fucking
Valana, you
shot.
have to use your
Alright, I'm
own
doing
gold
it, I'm doing it.
coins. Yeah,
And I'm
there you
drinking
go.
8% beer right now. I told you I gotta get up early tomorrow.
All right, there you go. Ugh.
I might
Just
get
don't
another
do
beer
that.
soon. I'm almost done with this one.
Anyone that has gold coins, make sure you spend them on getting Alvara so drunk they have to stay home from their job tonight.
And then I have to
Oh,
call
stop
to work
that.
tomorrow for a mandatory monthly meeting at my new job that I just started last week. Yeah, that'll be great.
Yeah.
Woo! You can find a
I'm
third
down for
job.
that.
Funny.
Oh my God, y'all. Okay, as you
Not a
continue
hard thing.
this second half of your journey, for the most part, it seems a little bit what's the word I'm looking for? It's quiet as you guys travel alongst this forest path. And around you, you see various different spots along the water. As you get closer and closer as hours pass to the city, you see more and more little spots that are used for fishing. And you see at some point in the road, you kind of see what you think might be the outpost for this ferry system that the mayor of Notholm had spoken to you all about previously, that they are trying to have established between the residencies and townships of not Balverden, of Decria on Balverden
Wait.
Loch.
So just to clarify, and I'm sure the answer is probably no, but I just want to ask: we didn't see anything in the woods while we were traveling, like old women or even shadows of anything.
Right now,
With
as
the-
you're
with the
traveling, no.
Artemis
I'm gonna
26.
say it's about at this point maybe 4 hours into your travel as you go along this path. You seem to be about a little after midday at this point. There's nothing eventful to take note of. But as you're traveling, Audrin,
Mm-hmm.
you with the 26 on perception that you rolled for the helming of this travel, as you all are riding along, staying true to the path numbers, you're making sure you move the map in hand, you are guiding everyone along this path, especially with Galloway, who has already made this journey before. Everyone is remaining on track, and you're doing a great job. Audrin,
Thanks.
as you're going forward on your, you're not on a horse, are you? You're just walking.
No, he's kind of like flanking the expedition.
Okay. Well, as you're walking along, you're seeing everything about. You see all of the leaves and the trees that are beginning to turn, and those that are beginning to fall around you, and you see these changing colors of leaves. And as you're just looking at all this new kind of colder landscape that you're not super accustomed to, out of the corner of your eye, as you're walking by, you see a humanoid shadow figure just kind of appear for a brief split second in between trees, and when you turn to look your head to try to see this shape again, it's gone.
He's gonna raise a single hand to signal for the his company to stop.
Well, I don't see that because I'm riding ahead of you.
All right, well then you can continue forward, and then he's
You're
going
not gonna say anything.
Why did you say that? Wait, what's happening?
So he's raising a single hand, and then he's gonna say out loud. He's gonna say, "A moment, everyone. Seems as though we could have some sort of company."
That will prompt Elvira to stop and turn
What?
on her horse.
And then he's going to kind of scan the wood line again. Can I roll perception to kind of see what I see?
Anyone, if you have gained attention from what Audrin has just told you, feel free to roll perception to look into the trees around you.
Oh.
And he's also gonna like he's not gonna go deep in the woods, but he's gonna look
22.
around to just kind of see if he can
22 for Elvira
get a
as well.
bead. 19.
Okay.
Oh well, I see nothing.
Oh, Volata.
I
You
rolled
got some
another
dust in
3.
your eye.
Not your night tonight.
Yeah.
I got 16.
Okay. So we have Alvara and Numbers with the 22. So Alvara
Yes,
and
ma'am.
Numbers, as Audrin kind of flags attention, this notification of potential dangers within the forest, you guys begin to scan around, and as both of you look into the trees, you don't see any kind of shapes for yourself, but you hear just somewhere off in the distance, you hear like a cracking of wood as if something is traveling through these forests.
Oh god.
Avara jumps off the horse and immediately sort of readies herself and kind of slowly walks towards the tree line.
Yeah,
Alright,
which direction is it coming from?
It's coming from the, what would this be considered? I guess if you're facing the forest head on, it would be coming from like the northwest direction.
Oh, northwest. That's the other side over here.
Well,
This
no,
way?
no, 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 no. Like if like, okay, let me explain better where I'm thinking. Like,
There is a compass like in the on the bottom left, if that helps.
there's a compass.
Yeah, on the bottom left across.
Oh,
the
I
way.
didn't even notice that. That's awesome. Okay, so northeast.
Northeast. Okay, so Alvara's gonna dismount and slowly walk over here without saying
and
anything.
as hushed a tone as he can, Audrin's gonna kind of say, we should probably try to keep some closer ranks, considering we don't know what we're dealing with.
She'll stop at that and wait for everybody else to kind of move up.
I guess Volana will move up towards
Umi's
towards Audrin. And where
Audrin's gonna do
Audrin's
the
going.
same thing. He's gonna move forward a little bit.
Okay.
Not going too deep into the woods, but close enough so that they're together, close enough so that if there's any sort of an ambush, we're not completely screwed.
Yeah.
Okay, and the rest of
Alvara-
everyone, what are y'all doing?
Kumi is a small child. They're category size small. So they're going to be crouched by Audrin, but more.
And I do want to say Audrin's got his sword drawn.
Yeah, my weapons are drawn as well.
Same.
Yeah, I'm gonna be flying into the middle of everyone. I'm trying to take a little bit of height.
Okay. Galloway's gonna kind of look to you all as you begin to move towards that way, and he's gonna say in more of like a hushed tone, but loud enough for everyone to hear. He's gonna go, what's happening? What's going on?
Hush and
Audrin,
just follow along. That's what
Audrin
Alvara's
and-
gonna say.
in kind of like a low deadpan, he's gonna be like, "Just keep close to me, all right? There's something in the forest out there.
But what about all our
Something
things?
We're not going far.
I don't feel good about just leaving the horses and all of our stuff here in the cart.
You can go stick by him if you need to, but we won't be going far from you.
All right. I'll wait here for you.
Aye then.
Coward! I don't say that out loud. I just
Numbers, are you staying with them?
I don't know. Should someone stay with this guy?
maybe.
I'll
I
stay with
think
him.
so. Yeah.
I'll
How
protect
much
him.
do we really trust this guy? You know.
We're like
He's
we're,
a child.
we're 20
about
feet away.
trust.
We're not far.
Yeah, we're not super far.
It's like it's me and you, Galloway.
Numbers is not numbers. Galloway's gonna look to you, Numbers, and he's gonna nod and go,
They've
"Thank you.
abandoned us.
I appreciate that. I feel safer when we're together. You know."
I have a
Oh,
question for Humi. Is Shift with you or are they in the cart? Sorry, what numbers?
Yeah. Shift's with me.
All right, cool.
can I roll insight on him saying that he feels safer around me
Go for it.
It's like check.
He doesn't.
with a +6?
Okay.
It's 17 plus 6.
Yeah,
Wow.
Holy shit! So 23.
yeah.
He's earnest in what he's saying. He genuinely feels
Hmm.
comforted that you're staying here with him, and he trusts you.
Oh.
I'm gonna one-armed like pull him in for a one-armed hug and pat him on the chest and say, "You're a good kid, Galloway," and then ready my sword and shield and
All right. So Galloway kind of sticks with the horses, and he watches you all. Those of you that are going enter into the woods. Are you all beginning to try to look for some kind of creature or pathway, or what is it that everyone's doing?
I'm
Umi
close
is-
enough where. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just going stealth.
I I want to finish my encounter with Galloway. As I after I finish patting his chest, I'm gonna cast Thunderous Smite really quick on my mace that I take out.
I
So
thought you were
basically, what
smiting
happened?
him.
No, no, no,
Oh,
no.
oh.
Basically, after I pat him on the chest, I raise my mace into the air, and a little bolt of lightning flashes down and electrifies the mace, turning it into a sort of electrified weapon. And I brandish it in a combat position.
Okay, so as everyone is beginning to enter the woods, you hear a boom, just a crack of thunder just appear all around you as Numbers raises his mace into the air and it just shocks his weapon, sending electrical energy through it, and it just cracks right behind all of you guys. Um, Galloway just kind of jumps in surprise and he looks to Numbers and he goes, that's some great magic you got there, Numbers. Where'd you learn it?"
I wish I could tell you. Most of it just seems to be innate. I seem to know exactly what to do.
Oh, that's very interesting. The only time I've ever heard of that is in some kind of divine sense or something.
Hmm. Well, I'm learning more about myself every day. Perhaps we could learn more about ourselves together as you become a more powerful wizard as well.
Maybe so. I'd like that. And the rest of you?
Avara jumps at the sound of that and rolls her eyes and just says to Audrin, "So much for subtlety."
Audrey kind of glances at her, purses his lips a little bit, and then continues scanning about the forest.
Yeah, she'll go back to doing the same.
Okay, so those that are scanning the forest, what is it that you're trying to accomplish?
I'm just looking for any sort of movement, any indication that there's something here or nearby,
Okay,
or some sort of like closer identification as to what it was I saw in the first place.
I'll do something similar. I want to see if there's any like tracks or anything or signs that somebody may have been in this area recently.
okay. Audrey, I'll say if you're just actively scanning and looking for signs of movement, I'll say roll perception. Alvara, if you're looking for tracks or signs of something that has been recently through here or passing, I will say roll survival.
No shot that thing's leaving tracks.
Can I roll investigation?
Or investigation, your choice.
Okay, I have a better.
And the rest of you, or Valana, Humi, are y'all doing anything?
Give me a break.
Humi is sneaking, and so is Shift.
Okay, roll stealth for you two. And Mina,
May I make another perception check from up in the sky?
you may.
Oh, wait, no, that's not right.
Can I get a
plus 5
flaccid
too.
20? Flaccid 20 roll.
You got a flaccid 20?
Flaccid
Wait,
20.
Quentin, what? When did you redeem a shot?
Just a second ago.
Ooh, Winnie gets a
Wait.
shot again.
Oh, shit.
So
Oh,
that's what
shit.
for Shift roll.
We need to pull up the stat block.
Oh my god!
Oh.
Wait, they got a 20.
They got a natural 20. We have to pull up the stat
Yo.
block for Blink Dogs.
I got one from D&D Beyond.
Thank you, D&D Beyond.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah. They are not our sponsor, but if you're watching D&D Beyond, we would love it.
Honestly, what I would love is a sponsor from Tailspire.
Yeah,
Ooh.
for real.
Because I love using this program. It's been a great blast getting to learn and use and utilize for our campaign, and I love seeing how it's growing.
Instead, all we have is Raid Shadow Legends. Raid Shadow Legends. Play it on your phone.
That's the ad. Play it on your phone.
Play it on your
Raid Shadow
phone.
Legends.
Just
Play
try
it,
already.
or I will literally cry. I will cry.
Or you could
a
eat your
game.
phone, and then that solves all problems.
All right. Well, you guys accumulate what your points are here. I'm gonna go pour a shot. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
We're actually not sponsored by anyone. If anybody out there is interested in sponsoring us, if you own a D&D shop or any sort of thing like that, we would love to plug you. Send us merch. For real though, we are willing to maybe plug you if you send us shit.
Yeah.
You don't even need to give us money. Just send me a D20 in the mail, and I will say something about you on stream.
Yeah, honestly.
Just a single D20.
I will rave upon your company.
You know, it'd be pretty cool. Have you ever seen like the cartoons where they're swimming in the huge piles of gold,
Yes.
but instead it's
You
just
like
a bunch of
Scrooge
D&D
McDuck.
dice?
Oh,
I would love that. I'm not gonna lie.
that might get a little pointy.
If I
Well,
don't
just
hurt
don't do the
single-
D4s. Keep the D4s separate, but everything else should be fun.
Ah.
Honestly, like a bunch of D20s would probably feel really massaging.
Here's a question: do you think one human could kill another human with a D4 dice, and how long would it take?
Oh,
D4 die.
Yes, a
Only-
singular.
Yeah,
Only
just you
D4
only
die?
have one D4. How
You
long
could
will it take you
probably
to kill
choke him.
Can you?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can't like cut open their like heart and put a D4 in there, right?
Well, unless you can cut it with the D4.
I
How
mean,
big
you
of a
just
D4
like
are we talking?
push them
Normal size,
onto
normal
it.
materials?
How
Yeah, but
sharp are the
D4
edges
would-
of the dice?
A D4 just wouldn't kill you if you fell on it. It would hurt like hell.
Just choke someone with it. Make sure that they can't not choke anymore.
Not choke. Wait, what?
I guess it really depends on how much force is used.
I'll sponsor you. I'll give you $3 if you tell me hi next week. I'm gonna hold you to it, Quentin. I'm gonna fucking hold you
I'll
to
be
it.
right back.
So we're just taking a brief hiatus for anybody in the stream who may have just joined.
All right, I'm back.
Hey,
Andrew is away, just so you're aware.
Okay, no worries. I'm just gonna take this shot really quick. So cheers, everyone. And while I do that, I'm gonna propose to you guys. Do you remember when people used to have a sponsorship with Clash of Clans?
Yes.
Yeah.
oh my gosh, yeah.
You trying to tell me you have a Clash of Clans sponsorship?
That being said, guys,
Anyway, moving
welcome
on.
to our sponsorship from Clash of Clans.
Oh God.
Just
that'd be
kidding.
Cool, right? We don't have any sponsors. I said if somebody sends us a single D20 somehow in the mail, we will mention them on stream.
Well, I don't know if I told you guys this. I actually think I forgot to tell you guys this, but over on our wish list and throne, on my wish list and throne and all that, it's under my name. That's why I say that. I've added 6 bags of mystery dice sets. One for each of you.
Ooh.
So fans could always get you guys mystery dice should they want to. Also, hello Runia, welcome. Welcome to the session. We have like a quick
Hey,
pause
man.
just for a moment.
Hello.
Quentin said they'll give me the stream $3 next week if we say hi.
Oh, well, I'll say hi right now for free. Fuck it.
No, next week. Next week, we gotta do it. We always do.
We
it
always say
anyway.
hi to Quentin.
That's what I said. I was like, I always tell you hi.
Anyway, so let's get the rolls that we had. Just to make this easier, Alvara, what was your investigation?
Flaccid 20.
Placid 20, great. Audrin?
I rolled a 12 or a 13. Not good at all.
Okay, I see. I'm just pulling up the log now. I see 11.
11, even worse. Jesus Christ.
For stealth, Humi got a 6, I believe.
Okay, so I rolled for who, me, and shift.
Yeah, so Humi themselves got a 6, whereas Shift got a natural 20. And what's their modifier for that?
It is a whopping 8.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, Blink
is really
Dogs get a
nice.
plus 8 to stealth?
Yeah, +3 dex, and they have +5 to stealth. So that would be.
Well, no,
8,
that
right?
means their stealth is just plus 5. That's including their dex.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Oh, okay. Still 25. Very good.
25, okay, for Shift.
nice.
Mina, you rolled a 22 for perception. And Vilana rolled a 15 for investigation.
Yes.
Yes, it did roll a 22.
Okay, so I will say, Alvara and Mina, you two notice, while everyone's looking about, you two happen to notice Alvara, you more specifically, you see what you believe to be just the faintest trace of footsteps and path. Not like I don't even. I'm trying to think of how to describe this. It's not even that it's like footsteps. It's almost that it's just like a dragging trail going from the trees and just navigating through, almost forming like a very subtly worn pathway as it goes through the damp grass and mud that is from the night previously.
Can
Um,
I discern any like footprints? Does it look like maybe a wheel of a cart or something?
it doesn't look like a wheel. It just looks like movement.
Okay.
And Mina, with your perception roll, as you begin to fly up a little higher above the tree line, trying to get a better vantage point as you had done previously, you notice that a couple 100 feet away, you almost feel like you see like a little tiny bit of smoke rising from the tree line.
Interesting. I'm going to point this out to the group.
I'll also point out the tracks as Mina does that.
Do the tracks lead in the same direction as
They lead in the same direction.
Interesting.
Also, Quentin redeemed a hydrate sippy and a posture check, so everyone straighten your back, sip some water.
No, that posture check was good because I was slacking bad.
Yeah. No, I was shrimpy.
Hi, Butter.
No shrimping.
No,
We're shrimping.
Shakira, Shakira.
The first rule of Fight Club: no fighting. Shakira, Shakira.
Okay, so you relay this to the group?
Yes.
Yeah, we both do. It sounds like.
Okay, and how does everyone react to this?
I guess we should press on forward to see what the cause of the smoke is. There could be a fire, someone setting it, something happened.
I don't like this. We should be stealthy.
Yeah, I agree with the stealthy part.
Yeah. I'll stealth.
Okay.
Guess
So
we
if
all
you
should.
guys are trying to approach the situation subtly, I take it?
Yes.
Audrey's just kind of gonna flank a tree while he's sort of like assessing the situation.
Okay.
I think Alvara's gonna walk for a while and only stealth when she starts to get closer.
Okay. And
We're 100 feet out, right? I'm not gonna
I'm,
stealth.
I would say you're like at least 200 or 300 feet out.
Yeah, I'm not stealthing that whole time. I'll stealth when we're like 75.
I'll say if you wanted, you could stealth like the closer you get. If you guys wanted to
Okay.
stealth.
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Sure.
that.
Yeah, I'll do
roll
that.
for it.
Yeah, that makes more sense. Okay.
Okay. So for Velada, I have 2 rolls for some reason.
It had to come to an end eventually.
It did? I only rolled 1, I thought.
Oh wait, no. I'm reading the investigation check. I'm sorry. So I see a 14 for Valana, a 25 for Audrin, and an 8 for Alvara. And we already have the rolls for Humi, which is a 6, and
Oh.
Shift, who is a 25.
Not to mention that a sound of lightning just rippled through the fucking forest.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
fact that there's just a
Or
fucking
thunder,
lightning crash
sorry.
in the middle of everything.
Yeah.
Oh no, Humi, you don't have to roll again because you were already stealthing.
Gotcha, yeah.
So hold on really quick. I'm gonna find y'all's average. Let's see what this average is out to for the group.
Hopefully a 15 or higher, but I doubt it.
Aldrin, save us.
Audrin and Shift rolled the same number, actually.
Oh shit. Yeah, 2 natural 20s.
Mina, are you stealthing or no?
Yes, I am. I'm just trying to find it on my sheet.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh.
Ooh.
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that averages out to a 14 for the group. So, you begin to make your way through the woods, and I'm assuming, do any of you signal anything to Galloway and Numbers as you begin to go through, or do you just leave?
Vara won't.
Balana will look over to them and hoping that they are in her line of view. Yeah, they should be, and she's gonna sort of nod her head to the left, asking them to follow silently, and then she's gonna continue walking. Or nod her head to the side, I guess. I don't know.
Just kind of like a gesturing motion.
Come on! And she's also gonna put her hand up to her lips while she does that, so hopefully that they can get the message to be quiet
Okay, I'll follow. Audrey's gonna follow suit.
Okay. Galloway's gonna look to numbers. He's gonna go. If your friends feel like they need to do something, I'm more than happy to sit here and take after the cart and the horses just to make sure everything's taken care of and no one runs off with any of our things. Um, uh,
Nonsense. They're all quite capable, and as I'm sure you are of taking care of our things, but I don't think it's wise to with the party, and especially not to split it into divisions of one. We should at least be in groups of two. Buddy system, ain't you heard of it?
do you think we should try to take the horses through?
Um, through to Barden?
No, I mean through like as in trying to follow our friends here.
Through the forest?
Should we try to take them with
Well,
them? So we're not
let's
just like
let's
sitting
ri-
ducks out here?
let's risk assess. We could be sitting ducks here out on the road or sitting ducks out in the forest, where we would have less mobility. At least here on the road, we could get away.
We'd have less mobility, but we'd have greater numbers at least.
Hmm. Although,
Plus,
if we
worst
get into
case,
combat,
Ms. Donnie's in the bag. One of us could always just sling it over our shoulder, I guess. That was the only thing I think we were really carting.
um, do we think the animals and such would make it through the forest or be scared off during combat, perhaps?
Do you think there's going to be combat?
I don't know if they find something there
I
worth
mean,
combating.
maybe we could just tie them to a nearby tree if we feel like there's something up ahead, just to keep them
Hmm.
with us, or I don't know, just something seems fishy here. What do you think, numbers?
Hmm. Well,
I mean,
as
if we wanna double down on following them in here, I'm willing, but it's really up to
hmm,
you guys. You guys seem pretty invested in what's going on here.
you're right. Perhaps we could tie our things shallowly into the forest so no one on the road takes them. Um, but not too far in that we can't get them back onto the road in a jiffy.
All right, I think that's a great idea.
So let's I guess, do I need to roll something to hide everything in the forest?
Go ahead and make a stealth check. And I'm actually going to make one for Galloway as well, since he is going to now start pursuing you guys. Oh, he does
Nice.
not have a good dexterity.
Blasted 20.
Placid 20!
Hey, there's been a lot tonight.
There's a lot of
Hell
placid
yeah.
20s tonight. Galloway does not have a good stealth, so let's see what happens. He rolled a 13.
That's not terrible.
So, you two, working together, you managed to bring the horses about 30 feet or so into the woods and the cart, and you find a little spot that you feel like you can tie them up to safely without much of a hassle. And you deposit your belongings with the cart there.
And,
So,
and catch up to our friend.
yep, so with Numbers and Galloway in tow, everyone begins making their way into the forest. With still a group total of 14 for stealth.
What if who me as they are sneaking, they start doing a little magic and they slowly disappear.
Visibility.
What are you casting? Invisibility?
Yes,
Okay.
invisibility.
So as you all are traveling deeper into these forests, as you're moving past muddy trees and unearthed roots in this old forest, as you begin to move past all of the pine, you notice Humi eventually just kind of disappear, though Shift is still moving along swiftly with you all.
Hoopy?
Amara recognizes the spell. She just moves forward without much of a reaction.
Does Valana say Humi out loud?
He's gonna whisper, Hoopy, are you there?
Okay. As you begin moving deeper and deeper into the forest, about 100 feet, 150 feet, and you start becoming quieter and quieter, all of your footsteps becoming softer. Audrin and, funny enough, the dog leading the charge deeper
I
into
love
these
that.
woods. Audrin, you have a pooch by your side that is deft on his paws.
You're blowing my fucking cover, guy.
But he rolled a 25 just like you!
He's good.
Yeah, but I rolled a cooler 25.
The dog rolled a nat 20, sir.
Okay, fine.
The ship just kind of looks at you and he goes,
All right, fine. All right. We're moving as a unit.
You all move swiftly together deeper into these woods, and as you do so, I would like you all to move over to a new board, please. I would like you all to move over to the board labeled Lost Cottage.
Uh-oh.
Lost Cottage.
I was
Oh.
wondering
Looks like
if
it
this
ain't
was gonna-
lost anymore. We just found it.
I was wondering if this was going to yield anything.
And I actually have to change the atmosphere and the.
It's so sunny and bright.
I know, it's like.
I love it.
Stop. This is not a fun time. We are literally fighting for our lives.
Let's
here.
see, let's do that.
I don't know that.
Let's do this, and let's
Yes.
do.
You know what? I'm sure this is just going to be a grandma in the woods who goes, "Would you dearies like some cookies? My grandson
Oh.
and daughter thought I died, but it's not true."
Okay, so let me place you all down on this board. We have Audrin.
I can't move to the board.
No, I'm putting your
No, you're
minis
on-
down.
you're
There's
on.
numbers.
You're on the characters.
I have to put you in manually. Oh my god, this is way too loud. Hold on, I'm adjusting the music really quick.
Boom, boom.
What the fuck is with this?
What
Is
time
this
of
a
day is it?
stone
You said
tap
we've been
or
on the
what?
road for like 4 hours, so is it
Yeah,
around
so it's
noon?
like it's a little after midday. It's looking like maybe like 1, 2 o'clock ish.
Got it.
Umi, I almost missed your mini again because once again you're a fucking child. Who am I missing here? I've got. Hold on, there's Shift.
Elvara.
Elvara, there you are.
I'm rereading Thunderous
Dog,
Smite.
are you kidding me?
I'm rereading Thunderous Smite, and it says that the slap of thunder actually only happens when I hit something, not when I cast the spell.
You know what? We'll flavor it that way anyway. There's a
Okay.
rolling thunder around you as you begin to prepare your smite.
It also only lasts a minute, so would it have dissipated by the time I caught up with everyone?
At this point, yes, it would have.
Yeah. Okay, rip.
Rip. Hold on, I'm just really quick. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, so everyone's here on the board?
Yes.
So you move a few hundred feet in the forest, and as you begin to more quietly and quietly approach, you notice the tree cover becoming more and more sparse as you begin to approach kind of a bit of a sweet and it's hard to describe the smell that's within the air. It's a smoky and sweet sensation as you begin to approach closer and closer to this old worn down looking cabin.
She cooked these.
As you approach closer and closer, you don't see or hear anything more on the outside as you're peering around it through the woods, though you do happen to see a handful of chickens kind of making their way on the outside of the cabin and just kind of doing their own thing, it seems. But you don't see any figures from where you stand.
Is everyone else on the other map now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Audrin, are
mine's
you
stuck
here?
Mine's stuck on waiting on GM.
It's
hit
Lost
space
It's
bar.
Lost Cottage or something like that.
Oh no.
You went to the wrong map, didn't you?
No, I never mind, we're good.
Is everyone on the map?
Yep.
I'm really appreciating this water detail in Tailspire.
I know
Yeah.
the water is so nice in Tailspire. They did that for us.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
has
the
great water
texture is
physics.
solid.
Please sponsor us, Tailspire. We're complimenting your water.
Tailspire
I
didn't
mean-
have to do that, but they did that for us specifically.
Great job on the water.
And might I say, great job on everything.
Yeah.
Really.
Mhm.
No, I'm kidding.
So,
Cool.
as you move quietly through these woods and you begin to approach this Worn down cabin. You see, the cabin's exterior is a bit of a haphazard concoction of dark, weathered wood with timbers seemingly hewn from the surrounding trees, um, given the excuse of the missing foliage that seems to be surrounding this cottage. The roof is thatched with long, overgrown strands of moss and tiny bits of moldering fungi. The air is thick with a pungent scent of herbs and smoke that hangs from the eaves, coming from this small stone chimney that at the top of the cabin, drawing in the cool, damp breeze that's around you all. There's a low hanging mist that kind of clings to the ground in this area in the mud, creating an ethereal shroud around the cabin. The cabin's windows are small and unevenly placed, and each containing a different arrangement of pieced together glass that seems like it was just haphazardly stuck together. A rickety wooden porch sits just out on the front that's adorned with a few old wooden rocking chairs and gnarled side tables, as it's just silent and still in this area around you all.
Based on Alvara's past
Oh, I didn't
and
put Galloway on the
history,
map.
I thought he was
Galloway.
waiting back. Oh no, he did come right. When
He
I got
did, but I
there.
did not put him here.
Based on Alvara's past and like history, can I just see if this is like something that would be indicative of a place where a hag might reside?
Sure. Roll history, Alvara. Everyone else, how is everyone else reacting?
With advantage?
Not with advantage.
Backstory? It's
Can
a
I
9.
help Elvara?
How would you help Alvara with
What with the
this?
power of friendship?
I don't think the power of friendship is good enough
It's a 9.
when it comes to recollecting information from the past. So with a 9, to you, this just seems like a small, kind of worn down cottage. Doesn't really look anything indicative of that could immediately signify any danger. It just kind of looks like a little disheveled piece of wood in the forest.
Have I maybe heard of any continent-wide rumors about things in woods like old ladies? From Emerus, maybe?
Make your own history check.
Aha.
Everyone else, what's everyone else doing during this time?
Can I roll a perception check to see what I can perceive?
Yes, you can. You can perceive.
I'd
Ooh.
also like to.
Audrey,
Numbers you can perceive.
Audrey's just gonna approach.
You're just gonna approach?
Yeah.
Are you doing it quietly or just normally?
Yeah, via stealth.
Okay.
Should I roll another stealth check or is
No,
my
no,
previous
no, no.
one?
You still have that 25 from before. Numbers, what does that equal out to?
Like 8.
Oh, you don't have anything for perception?
I have +3.
Okay, so that's an 11 for you.
Oh, is that what I rolled? Oh yeah.
You rolled
I
an
get
8.
Okay, 11 then.
Okay, so
And I
Humi,
got 17 for. Okay.
you rolled a 17 for history?
Yeah.
Okay, Humi. In Emerus itself, you don't really recall much story of that of hags or like enemies of the sort, but you recall knowing that there's a little bit of folklore that at least resides in Emerus that you can remember. That there are definitely a handful of people within Emerus that do practice magic of some kind, but more of like a household home magic. More of like a practical magic kind of style. Not necessarily like scholarly, but like in that of taking care of the hearth and the family kind of magic. A
It's like a
comforting kind
witch.
of magic.
Okay.
That's the only stories you can seem to recall off the top of your head. And numbers with an 11 and Mina with a 9, you don't really see anything out of place here. You do see the little bit of chickens that seem to be moving about, but you don't notice any other movement coming to or from this cabin as the mist just kind of hangs low in the ground.
May I roll an investigation check if I sort of approach the cabin and try to quietly take a look around?
Sure.
I guess I'll just move like over here since Audrin is in the other direction. He's got that area covered.
Yeah, Alvara's gonna walk up to the other side of this lake while that's happening and just stand there
Please don't pick
as,
that.
Okay.
Oh,
as Audrin approaches.
14.
Okay, so with a 14 for investigation, you do see definite movement in this area to indicate that there are definitely things inhabiting at least this local area. You see bits of grass that have been taken and plucked from where the what you can assume are the chickens that have been just kind of grazing about leisurely. You don't see any kind of coop or anything to keep them in, so all you can assume is that they've just kind of been wandering around, feasting at their own leisure. Um, you see bits and pieces in the grasswork and the foliage where you feel like pieces of herbs or otherwise grown things here have been snatched and taken, but otherwise you don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. One last thing, and it might be stupid and silly, and I might be paranoid, but can I roll investigation on the chickens to see if they look like normal chickens?
So we're gonna use that same investigation roll.
Okay,
From what
okay.
you can tell, these are just normal chickens. They just look like chickens, just happy to be doing their thing. And as the closer and closer you all approach, they kind of look to you all with a little. They kind of begin to like scurry out of the way and begin to make a little bit of a dash
Alright.
away from all of you.
Don't hit one of them because then they're gonna swarm us.
I will
Legend
not.
of Zelda style.
Yes.
All right, everyone.
Humi is still, well, invisible, but they're just walking normally.
You
No?
are indeed invisible. Galloway's gonna kind of creep up behind and like try to be as quiet as he can. He's gonna approach behind Alvara and go, uh, are we about to invade someone's privacy? What's happening?
I'm not exactly sure, but we're gonna get answers to an important question I was asking earlier. Let's see what Aldrin does.
Probably shouldn't bother someone's home.
Yeah,
Oh,
this seems
it's
like
the
someone's
kind-
home.
Maybe we
Okay.
could just knock on the
Can always
door?
make-
Hadron is going to approach and do exactly that. He's going to kind of go all the way up to the door in a hunched over kind of fashion, like stealthing, staying low to the ground, like some sort of fucking jungle cat. And then as soon as he gets to the door, straightens himself out, dusts off his coat, sheaths his sword, and then raps on the door twice. Dunk, dunk.
Okay.
Step out from behind the reeds so that this doesn't look as creepy as it might otherwise appear, and she'll stand here.
I'll stand behind Audrin.
Audrin, as you do, the door just kind of with a unlatches itself and it slowly creaks open as you see a small, old, wrinkled face begin to peer out before you. And she just kind of looks to you and takes you in for a minute before going, can I help you, dearie? What could I help you with?
You know, it's, don't mean to be intruding in the middle of the day like this, but, we're travelers on the road, you see, and, just, found ourselves a little bit, curious. I saw a little bit of movement in the forest. Must have been you, so I thought maybe, could get some answers.
Oh, you must be mistaken, my dear. I don't hardly leave the home anymore. And you see this old human looking lady who, she looks to be about in her 80s. And she's kind of holding on to this gray, gnarled walking stick that she's just leaning herself on. And she looks to you. And she has grayed and silvered hair that just kind of drapes over her shoulders, that's pulled back in a little bit of a loose braid. And she has some not worse for wear, but a little tattered and older looking, like a dress robe kind of style, as it just drapes over her, and a little bit of a crocheted shawl that just drapes over her shoulders. And as she opens the door and addresses you all, and as everyone from the woods begins to make their way closer, once again the chickens in a little bit of an uproar with their squawking and their feathers bustling just kind of make a dash for it around to the backside of the cabin. And in front of the inside of the cabin, you hear another voice yell, oh, you're letting all the eggs out. And the one at the door yells, they're not eggs, they're chickens, you old bitty. And the other one yells back and goes, I don't care which one came first, that's our food.
Uh, that's funny. Alright, so Audrey's just kind of going to smile at her a little bit and nod his head, and then his smile's going to fade a little bit. And he's just going to stand there for a silent moment, and he's going to say, alright, I think, had enough of these fun little airs, but I wager that you know more about us than you're letting on. And I'll also wager that I know more about you than you're letting on.
Can I roll
Quick
an
question.
insight check?
Yeah, I
on
also
her
have a
Sure.
when
quick
she
question.
said she
DM.
never leaves the house, really? I don't know.
Sure.
Can we hear the convo from where we're standing, or do we need to be closer? 'Cause
How
Aurora's coming-
far away are you all?
I'm right behind
where I'm at
Audrin.
right now, which is, I guess, 40 feet.
You can hear a little bit of like the hushed bit of conversation, maybe catching a couple words now and then, but you don't really hear like the full, like they're not talking at full volume. This lady's talking quiet. She's old.
Avara definitely wants to like see and hear what's happening, given her kind of suspicion from before. So she's gonna move up further to like hear.
Okay. And
While that
Valana,
convo's happening.
you
I
rolled a
rolled
21.
21. Yeah.
21?
21?
You rolled a 21 for insight.
Mm-hmm.
Valana, can you step over to hold on, which chat is it? I have a separate chat for side conversations.
Step
Can you step over and step aside for me, please?
Yes.
All right, let's go together. Hi there, Valana. It's just you and me now.
Yeah.
So,
I
Valana.
don't trust him.
Well, as you can hear from this conversation as Audrin begins having with this woman, you kind of see you see just a faint visage of this woman standing in the doorway, but you can see just from the glint in her eye and the way that she goes from talking sweetly to Audrin and then quickly jutting around from her eye sharp between you and the rest of your party, at least those that she can see as she goes back and forth. There's something that she's not saying. She seems a little bit on her guard and a little bit kind of playing up a bit of her part as the sweet old lady.
Gotcha. So she's not all that she's chucked up to be.
You have the feeling that she might not be giving you all of the information, or at least some of the information that she's giving you is not the full truth.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Anything else, or that's all? That's it?
that's all. Let's go back into campaign night.
Okay.
No.
All right, we're back.
Hello.
Alright, cool.
So, does she respond to what Audrin says at all?
I'm sorry. Can you remind me what Audrin said?
So Audrin, kind of like had a friendly smile, but then kind of dropped it a little bit after a moment, and was like, "I've had a fun time with these heirs, but I'm willing to bet that you know more about me than you're letting on, and I know more about you than I'm letting on."
She kind of looks to you with a little bit of like a quirked brow and a frown, and she looks to you and just kind of goes, "Well, dear, surely we've never met before, but I'm more than willing to hear you out if you're in times of need. Is there something we can help you with, my dear? What's the matter?"
All right, he's gonna kind of pipe up one more time and say, "What was it you gave to that little lad that was in the caravan only a few moments prior?"
Oh, a caravan. They don't really make it this far out in the woods, my dear. I'm afraid I'm not sure what you speak of.
She sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire.
She does. That's what I'm channeling right now.
Yo, is that Granny Apples though?
There's only one old
Yeah.
lady, Minnie. I'm so sorry.
It is, Granny.
Can Valana cast a message to her? Into her mind and say something to her?
You can message her.
The
I would
old
like
woman?
to say yes.
Oh shit.
I would like to say I think it's time to drop the act.
Oh shit.
And that's it. I don't know if that'll do anything, but
Well, the funny thing about message is that you say it out loud.
oh fuck, that's right.
But you can whisper to yourself.
I'm whispering it.
You
so
can whisper it, but
quietly
you still
that
say it.
Nobody can hear me. That no one sees me talking.
Roll
I'm
sleight of
within,
hand.
I'm within 5 feet of her. Do I? Yeah.
No, you
Roll
don't.
sleight
No,
of
you
hand,
don't.
and Avara, what's your passive perception?
It's low. It's like 13, I think.
16.
Can I roll active perception instead?
Oh,
Well, why
no.
would you do that? You would need to know.
Oh,
that
so you
something-
need to have a reason to be actively perceiving Valana at the
I mean,
time. It
this
seems
is
like
just
your
a
attention right now is focused on the old lady ahead of you.
I know,
Yeah,
but
don't
she
be
is on high
silly,
alert
Alvara.
overall.
So
Fine.
with a passive perception, unfortunately, you do not see Valana doing the components of the spell next to you and whispering under her breath. But the lady then kind of looks around to herself and kind of around in the air for a minute and goes, I'm so sorry, dear. Did you say something?"
All right.
Vora's
All
gonna
right.
look around like,
Apologies to everyone else if this is a bit brash, but Audrin's gonna draw his sword and then he's going to take a step forward and he's going to say, "Begging your pardon, Mom, but I never did have the best manners. I think I'll be entering now."
Oh, but there's no need to get violent, my dear. If there's anything we can help you with, or if you're lost, we can surely point you in a direction. Our grandsons are due any moment now.
Alvara's gonna step up right behind Audrey, and she
He-
is
He's
fully
he's
in
gonna
support of this.
he's gonna look
Okay.
over. He's gonna look over his shoulder. He's gonna say, "They're playing stupid. Draw your weapons. Let's get to it then."
Okay, wait. Humi is going to come out of invisibility and say, "Wait, guys, hold on."
You can't hear any of this.
You've
Well,
been
where
far
is
away.
Humi?
Oh,
Yeah,
You've
where
been
is
like
Humi?
60 feet away across the lake
Oh
or
no.
pond. Yeah.
So Humi can't hear.
damn. Oh no.
Humi, would you have been moving your way up closer during this time?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
that's-
oh. Balana would like to cast suggestion.
What? Guys!
Okay.
Just to see if I can to get her to tell us what I want her, what is going on.
So describe what you're doing.
So Valana would like to say to her, I think it's best for you and for the rest of the group if you would just be completely honest with us. Do you know what I mean? That she's going to cast suggestion.
Paper said it's almost time for more shots. What does that mean, Paper?
I don't know.
I'm frightened.
Pretty straightforward.
What are you
That
doing,
was, like,
Paper?
primary.
Paper?
Not much room for interpretation here, but I am frightened.
Okay. What is the save they have to beat on that? Because that suggestion is a save of
Yes.
some kind, right?
So it is, yeah. It is a wisdom saving throw, and for my wisdom, it would be my.
It's 8 plus your proficiency bonus plus your spellcasting modifier.
Okay, so that's pretty good. So that's 8 plus. Okay, then. So that would be a 17 to beat.
A 17?
Yes. 8 plus my proficiency bonus, which I believe for wisdom is 2. Let me
Well, no,
do
that should just be an overall. That's an overall
Your
number.
proficiency bonus is just your proficiency bonus.
Oh, well, then that is, I believe, a 2.
Is it a +2 or a +3 at level 5?
You're level 5,
Plus
so it
three.
should be +3.
Plus 3. And then my spell.
Your
Casting
spellcasting modifier,
modifier,
so whatever
yes.
plus that is. That's
That's a 7.
You don't that can't be. It has the max it can be is a +5.
Then maybe, I don't know, I must have done math wrong.
What's your charisma?
Charisma? Yeah.
Oh, then it's a 5.
It's a
So it's
plus
a
8.
15. You have to be
So
a 15.
the
Okay,
spell save is a 15. Okay.
Okay, sorry.
Or no, wait, it's 8
No,
plus
it's
3,
16.
proficiency
It's
16. It would be
Yeah.
16.
16? Okay.
16. Yeah.
What?
Don't say
Uh-oh.
anything.
That's
Just
not good.
roleplay what happened.
I don't like this.
Let's see what happens.
Give me one moment.
Tell me she didn't roll
Oh.
a nat 20.
Oh,
Ah!
don't say that, DM. Don't say that, DM.
Please
Give
don't
me
say
one
that, DM.
moment.
Oh no.
Oh.
I was really counting on this to work. I don't want to just attack, but I have a bad feeling.
Give me one moment.
But guys, the
Curious what's driving Audrin our Peely to be apprehensive as well.
Probably the fact that everyone's been talking about hags, including the person on the road who just saw an old woman in the forest. They saw an old woman in the forest, and now they've come across an old woman in the forest. That might have something to do with it.
And
So,
You could be correct.
makes you
You
think
could be
it's a
very
hag,
correct.
my boy. Perhaps
so
a suggestion from Eladrin.
Balana, as you do this, she then looks to you as you see the magic kind of go from the tips of your fingers, and you see it kind of flash for a moment with a bit of a color in her eyes. As she then looks to you and she goes, "Well, if you wanted the truth, dearie, all you had to do was ask."
I did ask.
Well, what can I do for you?
I would like to know who you are, what you are doing in this woods, and why you are misleading us. Why you are being misleading towards us.
This is a concentration spell up to 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
She looks to you and she goes, "Well, dear, least I can do is be honest with you. My name is Evanor Whitmore. I am here with the help of my coven."
Alvara's heard that fucking phrase before, and her eyes burst
And
out
I'm
of the
here
skull.
to collect any debts that tend to cross our paths, my dear. And with that, you see her face kind of shift as this little form of a small humanoid old woman. She was about 5 foot tall before, leaning on this old gray and gnarled staff as you begin to see her grow. Her
Oh,
face
boy.
almost melting off of the skeleton on her face as it shifts into this icy cold gray skin as it begins to just droop and droop. But the funny thing is the skin is at the same time almost pulled tight as the corners of her mouth just go straight back towards her ears as it's pulled up into this gnarled grin as she grows taller and taller, her hands coming to sharp, long points as her nails, just gnarled and decayed, just turn into these sharp, uttered pieces. Her
Oh,
teeth turning into
no.
that of fangs as the staff she's holding onto grows in her hand as she just clutches onto it. Her face and her nose just growing long, her chin coming into a sharp, jagged point as the jowls just hang from it, her teeth exposed, as these jet black eyes with long white hair just in a disheveled mess in front of it look to you all and go, "Well, as you said, my dear, the jig is up, I believe." And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Oh
my
my
God.
god.
Oh
Whoa.
my god.
Oh boy.
Valana use a suggestion. Kill yourself now.
Kill yourself!
Get close.
Kill yourself!
Oh, and your sister! And your sister!
You should
Oh,
kill
There's a
yourself
coven.
now!
That usually means 3.
Yeah, you haven't even seen what's left in the cabin.
I know!
Yeah.
Oh,
I
no.
know there's
God.
at least one, but
I'm gonna try my best to use suggestion before I use any other spells in the next.
right before the end of the camp session, can Alvaro just scream, "I fucking knew it!"
Yeah,
Can.
that's good for
and
spice.
say, just say, "I cannot wait to bury you and your sisters."
It's good flavor.
Okay.
All right,
Got
congratulations,
out of the
everyone. You've stumbled
Yippee!
upon a hag coven.
Those fuckers! I knew it!
Great job, everyone. Everyone did such a fun job this session. Great job with your investigating.
Thanks.
Hell yeah.
It's time for a round table. Let's go, Audrin.
Also, real quick, before anyone says metagaming, Alvara has stuff in her backstory that makes her assumption valid. so-
No, this isn't metagaming. You have
Yeah.
valid reasons to. Alvara has valid reasons to believe the thing that she believes.
Yes.
I'm gonna give mine to Valana for successful use of suggestion. Not only that, but also for being keen on the draw with these wenches of the forest.
Thank you so much.
All right, Alvara.
I'm gonna go to Audrin this week. I think he did a lot of RPing, and took the initiative with a lot of interactions, which included the caravan, which included the hag interaction. So he gets my vote this week.
Woohoo! Thank you very much.
All right, Valana.
I am also actually going to give it to Audrin. I did appreciate all the RPing. I think he did a great job. He was the first one to get down into it when it came to approaching the cabin and speaking to the wicked hag.
The party hag.
And I just appreciate his dialogue and just himself as a character. I think he's really interesting to listen to.
Oh, you make me smile.
All right, Humi.
It's tough, honestly. I think I'm going to give it to Audrin. Honestly, leading the charge.
Yahoo! Thank you.
Getting rough and tough with these old ladies, Audrin.
He was
No,
not
it's
joking
still needed
around.
to be done.
Mina.
I'm gonna give it. Sorry about that. I'm gonna give it to Alvara for being right. Last session, they were the one that started suggesting we might encounter hags, and it turns out that was true. So yeah, Alvara, good deduction skills.
Thanks.
All right, numbers.
I'm gonna give it to Valana for excellent use of suggestion. I love that spell. It's broken
Yeah, I bet you love that spell. You ruined my last
campaign
campaign.
sessions before. Yeah.
It really
What was the encounter?
What was that?
What was the one encounter that I
was-
totally
It was
busted?
several, wasn't it?
It was the Lamia.
The Lamia.
The gigantic snake lady.
And also
Oh,
the sand
yeah.
tag was also pretty messed
Yeah,
up.
the fucking
So-
Sega too. You ruined several of my combat sessions for that, and that's why like the last combat session of the game was like, yeah, he's immune to charms. All right, you cannot charm him.
Well, that's the best way you can get rid of suggestion is immune to charms.
But not every creature has it.
Not every creature has it. All right, so round table player inspiration this week is going to Audrin.
Yahoo! Thank you so much.
Great job, Audrin. You led the charge and were prepared to slap some old ladies around.
I'm always ready to assault the elderly. Woo! I'm
First-
all smile.
Yeah.
I'd just like to say, first of all, how dare you?
Give him a good backhand.
You went to just straightforward attack Mrs. Doubtfire, and I think that's quite rude.
I have had hags on the brain for like the past session and a half. All right.
Yeah, for the past week.
So when I see old ladies in the woods, I'm gonna fucking pull a knife on them.
Okay, well, what if this was actually just a little old grandma and you just decided to kill her, huh?
Well, she's gonna get shanked. I'm sorry. It's
Oh
like,
my god.
If you were gonna cover up a murder, the best place to do it would be in the woods.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Okay, anyway.
I'm
So-
glad you rolled high on that perception. Otherwise, we might have gone through
Poor
this without
grandma.
seeing them because.
If I didn't roll high on that
Shit.
perception, if Winter didn't tell me what she told me, I would have probably gone in there like, "Hey, what's up?"
Okay, grandma.
Assuming we are successful in defeating them in combat next session, we just saved that caravan of people in that innocent child.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we saved a ton of people. This would be
That or-
Ravara's character too. I'll just say that much.
Or the rest of the coven is out chasing after that one family.
No.
No, don't say that.
Wait, you
But
don't
then
know?
she said her brothers were coming back. Her sons.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was.
Oh.
Whatever that mean? We don't know what that fucking means.
I
Yeah,
hope
we have no
take
idea
care
what
of
it
these
She said
ladies
her
before they come back.
grandsons.
Her grandsons. We gotta take care of these bitches before they come back.
Really quick before we end, I have one last thing on my mind. Just for Alvara, can you roll a history check? Given your backstory.
Right
Just
now?
one last roll right now. History check right now.
Go. History.
Go,
history.
go. History. Alvara,
Oh,
history.
Bad.
You don't recognize what kind of hag this is. You don't know
Okay,
anything
great,
about this
Great,
hag.
great, great. Yeah.
Oh.
You said it had blue skin.
Blue skin, white hair, holding onto a gray staff.
I know exactly what kind of fucking hag this is. Out of
Outside
character,
of
but in
character.
character,
Out of
I do
character.
know.
Don't you fucking
Yeah.
metagame this.
I'm not gonna say.
In character, I don't even.
You won't catch me saying a
know, and
thing.
I would be the one who would know, but.
Alright, well, thank you so much, everyone, for this fun session this week. Next week, we're going to start session by rolling initiative.
Hell yeah.
Be sure to join our Discord if you haven't already, and we're going to be starting votes for community inspiration rather as soon as we end stream. So thank you so much for joining, everyone. We will see you on Wednesday for community night when we play Jackbox and do a tier list.
Yeah.
Be there Wednesday, guys.
Yeah, be there
7:00.
Wednesday.
Be there or be
Wednesday.
square.
Thanks so much, everyone. We'll catch y'all
Either-
Wednesday.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye and good night.
Bye bye.
Bye.